Welcome to the crazy stream we got going on here. We got something interesting going. I was just randomly going about my day, and then I got contacted by Boca Roscoe, and he wanted me to host this tournament lobby because they've been having a little difficulty. So pretty dope. We're here now, and I cannot wait to kind of like cast this tournament here. It's gonna be like a small tournament, nothing like super crazy, but we're gonna have quite a few games today. A lot of them will be best of one until the grand finals, which then it'd be like best of three. A lot of the teams are kind of like Twitch streamers. It's like small, big, all around. Like Boca Roscoe's in there. Hi Mariah's in there. Or Hey Mariah. Hopefully I said that right. Hopefully I said that right. Yo, what up, Ronan? Thomas, what's up, man? I've been doing a lot of stuff in the background, dude. Like I've been like recording a lot of VODs with other content creators and kind of just relaxing. But we're here now. We're here now. We're killing it. So hopefully you guys don't miss me too much. Lewis is officially a YouTuber now. What up, Cross? We're doing good though. We're doing good, man. We're still here. Gonna be live more often than not now. But we've been doing some things, been doing things in the background. I think we got like Glowkey. Glowkey's like next. I don't know who the other streamers are, but we'll find out. I don't see Boca on. Let me see if I can ping these boys. I won't even what? Oh, that's the general information. I was like, it won't even let me talk in the general information. Cast. I don't think any of this stuff it lets me ping. Oh, it does right here in support.
Sheesh.
I
Who's
don't
the first
know.
teams up tonight? You know who the first teams are tonight?
It's kind of like whatever team kind of pops up first. I think is kind of how they're doing it. It's whatever, definitely whatever team. Mad bored right now. You'll sub in. What up, Gerald? Yo. It might take a second because, like I said, this is kind of like a smaller. What? Gian, you gotta calm down, my guy.
Luis still roaming from the XVA server pinged me and said, "Can you state your race?"
Yo, what up,
very
Fighter ML?
loudly in the stream?"
Aren't we all? Ronan says sub me in. Sub me in, boss.
For those that are curious, aka Luis, I am African American. 100% I am black. All right. And Kyle is white. And yes, we believe in integration, not segregation. So that's why we're here. Here to bring you colored content.
Kyle MVP. You know it. We're getting it. I gotta turn on the bot and everything for Facebook. Give me a second for that too. Sayuri gifting us. Glowkey is one of the people. You got probably not tonight. We'll see how these games go, how long they last, and vice versa.
Sure.
Where'd the person go?
Kyle, you got time to scream XVA, and who's that? Who's I don't even know who that is.
Gosu General said that. Hey, my name is John Greenberg. How do you enter this tournament? This tournament was something a little thrown together in the background. If you want to hit join my Discord and stuff like that, just let me know. I mean, this tournament I'm not even quite sure. Like they just kind of did their own thing. They're doing their own thing, so I'm just letting I'm inviting the main people. I just got hit up to kind of like hold the lobby. The disc, you can do exclamation point Discord. The bot kind of like drops the link every once in a while. But what's up, chat? What up? What up? What up? The Valley? No, not the Valley right now, my guy. Not the Valley right now. I looks like the teams are coming in, so Liddy. Yeah, no problem, man. Pretty much all of my stuff that I put together is in that Discord, so definitely keep tuning in. MOBA Zone, gonna be practicing Atlas. Let's get it.
We a newer team, sorry, buddy. Actually, no, I didn't know who you were. He just told me that you're Enzo.
Yeah, appreciate the follow. Ooh.
I'm not just buddy. I'm Deku. I'm literally, we're gonna go into that. We're not gonna go into that, but yeah, I know who you are now. I didn't know you changed your name to Ronin.
It's a ghetto.
The team's in? Oh, nice. That filled up pretty fast.
The team. I think I got the person that's like hosting the tournament, like the actual tournament, into the lobby, and now now that we got them all in. So
are these teams right here in NA, or are they in Mexico?
I think some of these teams might be a mixture of both.
Because I've never seen any of these players.
So we're on 10 ban. We're gonna get it. It looks like some of them are definitely in NA. So we're gonna start this off. They wanted to do 3 ban, but I was like, listen, I got a 10 ban, man. You know.
Right.
So
we got 10 ban skins.
Yeah. So team. It looks like it's like a mixture of BOK and then Gato. So I'm gonna call this squad Gato because they outnumber. And then we got the God squad on our red side. So already out of the box, banning that Atlas, Deku.
Yeah, I see that. Pretty I mean, whoa. Well, I was gonna speak on the Atlas pick, but now I'm kind of wondering what's going on with this Ruby ban. I've never seen that one.
I mean, they could be playing for like a fighter that could definitely like throw it about. Like Ruby's able to set a lot, and again, like these teams might be a little bit on the newer side. I'm not sure what they go for, because I mean we got a Melissa ban as well. So Julian, that's a classic ban.
Yeah, Julian's the only I mean, I can go with the Atlas. I mean, I personally don't see many teams or would ban Atlas first, like not first round, unless I know for sure what roam we're taking, or if we're just having a hard time dealing with it. But like you said, these teams are new, so who knows? Maybe they played against each other. These seem kind of very specific bans. These aren't normal bans.
One's normal. Yeah, I mean, it could, again, like I said, it could just contribute to that. Whoever their fighter just might be really good, So like maybe they're gearing up to set their fighter up into a well-positioned, well-rounded, but Team Gato letting the Valentina through.
Yeah, I was gonna say we gotta kind of take a moment to think about some of the picks that are free right now. Valentina's got picked up. Feramus is also free right now. That's been a really scary pick. They go ahead and pick Beatrix. Not a bad pickup. And Fredrin. So Feramus is still on the board here. I'm wondering if
this is game one. This is game one. Yes, game one. I invited, I think, like the tournament host or something like that, and they pulled all the teams in. So Ooh, the secret Ballmon and a Angela combo though.
Now on this side of God Squad, I'm kind of curious what they're going to pick up. Utilities are kind of, I mean, they're not completely off the board, but they kind of are with letting that Valentina go, and they got rid of Julian themselves, so there's really not much else to prio, but they're going to go for the Kadita. That's pretty interesting. Do you think we're going to see maybe Johnson combo come out of this?
That would be interesting, you know, being able to see the good old Karina and the Johnson. That would be crazy. But and I was also thinking this Fredrin, like again, a lot of the tournaments I host and cast and everything, like Fred's not you're like, you can't play him for like the first 2 weeks. Technically the NASL is going to be allowing him this weekend if I'm not mistaken. So
right.
And I mean, he's severely new, and I might have to do a little bit more research than what I originally know, but then banning the Dairoth kind of like tells me that they want to set up for maybe an Esmeralda pick, you know, like they don't, and then maybe Fredrin's the tank in the Rome.
Honestly, I mean, maybe I was thinking Fredrin might be Rome. I personally like to play Fredrin Rome. I like seeing Fredrin Rome, but I don't know, with the Kadita pick, I think maybe they, you know, would maybe be prowling for that Johnson. They're banning out Dairoth. Maybe, yeah, I think they might already have their XP pick, but or they still could be playing for Esme because both of those picks do play well in the Esme. So I mean, it could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, Fred I think's a pretty flex pick. You know, like he's kind of like what Julian is.
I've seen him in a couple spots. You know, he's done good in XP. He's done good in Rome, and I've seen even some take him into the jungle and had pretty good success. Nothing on the competitive scene over here, but in a few of the ranked matches, he's definitely being slotted in a lot of places. People are still figuring out what's really good for him, but you know, from what I'm seeing, he's definitely a flex pick. At least 3 good spots for him.
Yeah, and I mean, from the side of Gato over here, you know, the blue side, we're looking at a very objective heavy team. You know, like we're looking at the Ballmon, the Angela, but then you also got the Valentina that's able to steal ultimates. So I mean, the God Squad needs to watch out for that. You know, like that's a huge problem. Ooh,
Harley jungle. See the retribution on there. Let's see if they keep that locked in or switch it around. I don't think there's anywhere they could really put it else, unless maybe they could slot Harley mid and put Kadita Rome.
I don't know if this is a tournament lobby error, but Harley does not have an actual, like, it doesn't have retry, doesn't have flicker, doesn't have a battle spell.
On my end, I see retribution on Harley.
Can you? Okay, it could just be me then. And then again, that's like the tournament lobbies do that.
That's
my
pickup too. Wow, these guys are pretty deep in the pool of champs Mobile Legends right now.
And I decide how it's played.
On their picks
I wonder. Okay, I was like, is he gonna just keep that retribution? Are they fighting for Ret right now? I mean, we're looking at a thick team from Gato.
Yeah, we are. And I also have to say, not only to add on what you said about their objective screen, but they also have really good sustain out of that Valentina, the Angela, and the Ballman. Those guys are really hard to deal with the sustain they have bringing to the battlefield out there.
Oh, definitely here.
I also want to keep it there. I mean, I hate seeing teams not bring what I would deem a sufficient amount of CC for Ballman. I mean, Fredrin came down with his knockup and, you know, potentially Kadita there. I don't know. I like to really stack the CC on Ballman because if you take too little CC against a Ballman, it gets bad quick, and especially with this Angela. I mean, it's an insane boost to an already really, really strong pick.
Kind of trying to see if I want to keep my cam in here, if I want to, like, you know, just make myself tiny and put myself in the corner, you know, like just be right here, be super tiny, you know. I think it'd be pretty cool. Yin pick. Jay don't think that was a good idea. I mean, we'll find out. Yin against a Fredrin is what I'm suspecting here, and I'm already seeing that out the bat. We're seeing Fredrin going into the XP lane. Of course, Popo and Kupo in the gold lane against the Bia. Bia might struggle in the very beginning against that Popo and Kupo. I just want to see what they can possibly do with this Angela Ballmon combo.
Definitely. I'm looking forward to see what both of these teams are going to do with these comps. These are some really, really deep in the pool picks, but it's not the usual, and I'm cool with that. I'm glad with that. I'd like to see new things.
Oh, exactly. This Hylos is absolutely being punished right now. Does pop the vengeance, but it's not enough. Tito, I think that's Tito Daniel Balmon does secure the kill here. Secures that very first blood, Deku. A banana.
Yeah, no, that like I said, that Ballman pick there, I mean, really been a super big cornerstone for a lot of people. And they pick up another kill here in the first minute. That is not good. That was off the
Balmon's very aggressive. The Balmon's not even using the jungle emblem as well. We're looking at killing spree, so I'm guessing that's what is attributing to his early power damage here.
And also to that sustain as well, picking up those kills with his passive on top of the killing spree, on top of the Angela hills coming out from that S1 from her.
Yeah, we are looking at Gato squad looking pretty well here. I'm saying squad behind every name now, just because I don't truly know who's really playing, but we're giving it a go here.
We're heading into an ugly objective secure as well. I don't know if you're paying attention here, but we got 8 minutes to go, and Ballman's about to go ahead and clear for level 5, and Harley just hit level 3. So he's already super this man. It's already uphill battle against this Ballman lethal counter.
100%.
But it looks like he's still bottom side for this turtle. I would think maybe he avoid contesting this. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, Harley is desperately trying to get level 4 to possibly make it into this turtle. We do see God Squad almost. They want to go in, but they just can't do it.
Yeah.
The retry lethal counter. Oh, 100%.
Not to contest that. So just go for that blue, because there's no way you're taking that off Ballman's hand. I swear they didn't even have positioning for that turtle, so it was a good call from their side.
Yeah, and I mean, they're having God Squad's having a little bit of trouble early in, but maybe he's setting right here. Jeez, oh my God. The Julian, or the Valentina does go down. I mean, and again, that's where the mage signs from the side of God Squad.
They get the hard guard out of Angela there, and Venus being popped from Hylos. But yeah, besides that, just get Valentina getting picked off. But Ballman's really playing to the strength of the pick with the early invades. This Ballman, and it's really holding this Harley back. And we got a three level gap right now between Ballman and Harley.
Yeah, and I mean, we do see Harley having the magic worship, so that does allow Harley to scale a little bit higher. So the level difference could be made up by item difference coming probably into the mid game here. And it looks like it's just kind of like an even battle down here in XP lane. No one's really ganked top or bottom lane. As I say that though, Hylos does utilize the ultimate and tries to go in. They fully commit. Oh, the Harley does too.
That looks like that was. I don't think the communication was all up to par there for that gank.
And then Angela.
But he returns back. Go ahead and get a little damage out. You see this Kadena moving in behind the bush here. We're looking at another gank.
Ooh. We do see. Oh man. Frederick does go down by Yin's zone there, so they're gonna clear this bottom turret with no problem.
And no trade at the top lane. You got failed ganks, 2 failed ganks, really, 2 staggered failed ganks out to the side of God Squad there. They're just not able to get that done on that Popola up there, and they lose their tower in the meanwhile. So nothing falling in their hand there. Now the gold gap has been increased by about 4K. They were up to 2K.
Yeah, this is. They got to kind of close this game. This is the snowball that I see classically happen a lot. They just gotta, like, the side of God Squad just has to play a little bit safer. They're gonna have to just kind of keep their lanes at bay, focus on taking as much from the side of the Gato squad, you know, just able to invade as much as possible. But the problem we have here is that Balmon's so objective base. We do see the Yin going in, but it's not enough here.
They're still forcing on this Ballman. Yeah, that's power of Frederick right there with that ult. being able to turn those fights. Kadita gets picked off by Yin.
They're giving blows to blows here. You know, like the Harley again is just not taking off just yet. And I mean, we could probably take a look at the items here. And I mean, we're looking at penetration galore on Harley right now. So I mean, at some point, definitely going to be taken off here. The one thing I want to highlight here is Yin is 2-0. Already got the Blade of Hep, so I mean, he's looking like he's going to be causing a lot of pain for the side of God Squad.
Yeah, that little advantage he got there in that bottom lane, getting that XP tower, really helped him get ahead, be able to go rotate, make some plays on the map here. Speaking of him trying to make plays, like he's having a little trade off with Fredrin, kind of on the losing end of that, safely back up to his tower. I want to say though, I feel like on this side of God, they maybe could have minimized some of this gold loss had they focused that gold lane just a little bit more. As I say, focusing on the gold lane, Ballman up there finishing a kill up there on Beatrix, I feel like that's where God Squad needs to be right now. They're wasting a lot of time in this XP lane, zero profit again.
Yeah, they're just staying back as far as possible. Yin does go in, taking a lot of damage to get set. Hylos does secure the kill there. We do see Harley coming in. Does secure the kill on Angela as well.
Well, maybe I spoke too soon about zero profit there.
Yeah, but I mean, while we're talking about that, Bia's taking top.
Yeah, but I mean, like I said, Gato.
This is where the Angela Balmon comp does come into play here. Both squads. Bia really wants to secure that kill. And again, like, we're just seeing the side of Gato squad, like, in their engages, they're just not making it out with too many picks. Like, they're kind of evenly trading right now. The gold lead was almost 6K. Now it's only 2K.
It's kind of funny what's going on here. Gato's definitely winning out on this macro here as far as lane pressure, but God Squad definitely showing that they are able to compete in these team fights still, even with a gold deficit. So I'm hoping to see maybe in the later games when the team fights matter a little more, as a God Squad picked up an objective really quick with no contest. I don't know exactly what Gato Squad is doing here. Looks like maybe they forgot about objective on the map. No one's really moving around.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
I'm fighting back trying to put that gold lead. Now it's down to 1K, like I said, 2K for early.
Yeah, this is what I was saying, and God Squad is doing a really good, like, you know, they might not have towers right now, but they're still trying to gain a little bit of that gold lead back, farming up, staying safe, and now they're grouping up. And this is the thing, is that the side of Gato Squad, they're gonna have to watch out for, you know, the split push. You know, like they have all their towers, and they're gonna continue to split their team to defend the towers, you know. Whoa!
Harley looks like he's gonna pick up another kill on Angela, and this Harley's getting pretty effective at picking up some of these ISO picks. They're still fighting up here. Ballman keeping up with Beatrix. Go ahead and knocks out Beatrix out the fight.
Oh, Ballman going in, committing for it. Oh my god!
Wow.
What a triple kill. This Ballman is absolutely aggressive. They secure that top. I'm actually surprised they're not just taking the second tier tower as well, or third tier.
I don't think we're really seeing it. I mean, Ballman picked up a triple kill, but Harley just picked up a double kill on 2 players by himself, 2 solo kills while all that was going on right now. So, you know, while they lost a few kills, Harley's definitely doing what he can to keep them competitive in this match.
And I mean, that's what they got to do here. I mean, we definitely need to see some split plays by the side of God Squad, just because, like, they don't have any towers. If they were able, oh,
Harley picking up another kill potentially on this Popol. Nah, this shield stacking between that hard guard.
Yeah, that hard guard absolutely popping off. Oh my god, Valentina does secure like kill on the Fredrin, and another kill. We're looking at God Squad might be in a lot of trouble here. Oh, Yin, 1 AP survives the Hylos.
I want to point this out because they're really funny to me. I see this in the ranked games a lot. I don't know if you noticed, but right there, Beatrix happened to pop that Wind of Nature underneath that tower. right before Ballman hit the lethal counter, I don't think people pay attention enough to realize his true damage. So popping that Wind of Nature literally offers no protection from that lethal counter, and I think Beatrix just learned that kind of the hard way.
Oh yeah, 100%. And the side of God Squad right now, they need to hunker up and control what's going on right now. Much love, Sonia. Appreciate the 1,000 stars. But yeah, God Squad has to hunker up here. They can't let their base get cracked. Like, that is the whole goal right now, is they need to defend and don't get the base cracked.
Definitely. And while we're on the list of what God Squad needs to do to kind of tighten up and straighten up in this game, I want to point out, wow, got a little trade between Harley and Luna there. Little clash.
Ooh, the Ballman really wants them.
Ballman is running it down with that Angela hard guard stacking on top of him. I felt that with that sustain and just that much support out of the Angela.
Oh my god!
And for another kill. And his HP is still full. Like, he's taking no damage with that hard guard on him.
And has immortality, so like he's safe on a lot of fronts. Whoa! Harley does go down. This is going to be devastating for God Squad here. We do see the Angela and Ballman ult again.
Right here. Gato can end this.
Oh, 100%.
Right here now, they can definitely end this game.
I think they are, dude. They want it. They smell the blood.
Yes.
No, that was crazy. Absolutely great play. The Angela Ballman combo, as you can see, played a very key factor into the decision here. Maybe, you know, Ballman killing spree is now a thing again. You got the lethal counter and the retry. Why would you even need?
I don't know if you can see this still, but I wanted to point this out earlier. But if you look at these item builds, I don't know exactly what Beatrix was going for here. There's a Haas Claw, a Wind of Nature, and a DHS slotted on there, and no boots. I don't feel like I don't know. I don't feel like Beatrix built to win there. I don't think they went for what might have been, you know, a standard Beatrix build. Kind of very outstanding.
Was definitely an interesting go here. Let's see if we can pull in the next set of teams.
So in these best of ones, are the winners staying on, or do both teams hop on?
It looks like so. We got 4 matches. Whoever wins so we had Gato win this first one, right? So now we're about to go into the next one. The Gato's already into the semifinals. And we finished that roughly right on time too, because the next teams were supposed to be about 9:30, which is in about 2 minutes. Not too bad here. Glowkey, I think, is actually one of the people in the spectators, is I guess one of the streamers that are going to be handling it here. So and guess who's on? It's gonna be Boko Roscoe. Where's my invite? Listen here, Sushi, you want your special invite, huh? You ain't even online.
I do like the Boca Roscoe. I'm actually quite fond of him. I watch his Twitch stream sometimes. Pretty nice mid laner.
Oh, there we go. All right, let's get him in here.
So
let's
this
get him in here.
Of AE playing tonight? Or wait, who's beat? Did they change their name?
let's find out.
Change their name? Bloodhounds? Wait.
Bloodhounds.
Do we have his own team now? Or is this still AE, or what's?
It looks like Bloodhounds, man. It sounds.
Like,
we got a lot of blood people in the tournaments. We got Bloodthirsty Kings, Team First Blood. Now it looks like maybe Bloodhounds. Hey yo, where's your invite? What do you mean? I can't invite you. I'm currently running a tournament. This is someone else's. I'm just hosting the lobbies, man. We're just casually shoutcasting. Elbow cough. I don't know. We'll find out. Got Bloodhounds in the house. Sushi's not even in the squad. What's going on, Sushi?
I am curious. I don't know. I don't know if this is a new team or if they just came under.
Who knows?
This is a new team. Actually, both this is a new team. I just looked at their squad stats.
Ooh.
Definitely a new team. So it looks like Boca decided to jump ship from AE and form his own little group of players here. We're gonna see Bloodhounds in the NACT.
Hey,
Led by
maybe.
Boca Roscoe.
We got some interesting comps here. Let's see.
This Luffy team, I'm not really familiar with any of the players over here. It looks like this is definitely a team completely and straight out of Mexico, so that probably explains a little bit.
Oh yeah, like I said, it's like kind of like a mixture of NA and Mexico teams.
I think I know a few of these players. I don't know if Templus is the same person I'm thinking of.
I think it is 100%.
Right.
Okay, 100%. Looks like the teams are ready. I'm gonna just give it to team one. Blue side is always gonna be the first pick. So we're gonna go for it here. Looks like everybody is ready up. Let's get into the second round. We got Bloodhounds versus, I don't even know what the other team's name is. Bloodhounds versus I think the captain is Glowkey, so I'm gonna just say Glowkey squad. Oop, I don't know what I'm moving around here. Let's fix that. I'm trying to get my cam into semi position. The Gengar Sushi, come on Sushi. Why you gotta make your name hard to read? I was wondering, I was like looking for Sushi, I couldn't even see it. Person said Sin's disconnected, so maybe he reconnected hopefully. So we'll go in here. We do see the Faramis and the Balmont band right out of the get-go. This is what we like to see.
Yeah, we do. This is what I'm used to. Ballman and Faramis bands, yes sir. Let's get them out of here. We don't want any of those in the battlefield. No more spin to win, nor alter cheese.
Now Akai enters the scene.
Your team is banning.
100% here.
Definitely not a bad band. Good prio. Masha band as well coming out on the side of Samurai. Definitely a good band. Maybe we'll see something like a Beatrix or hopefully a Wenwen being slotted from the side of Samurai. They might be aiming for that, getting rid of that Masha early on.
This Akai band's pretty good too, you know. I was just utilizing Akai and Classics, you know, doing a collab for Moonton, and it's pretty nice.
Oh, he's really strong. Definitely a reliable pick. Looks like could be Bloodhound. Gonna go ahead and maybe beat Samurai to their own thoughts. So maybe picking up that Beatrix, maybe thanking Samurai for getting rid of that Masha off the board really early to slot that Beatrix.
Yeah, I mean, we got the Julian and the Valentina band in there, so probably not going to be the first picks on the side here. Securing the Claude would probably be... I mean, Claude and Bia, ooh, in the Eve.
Claude's definitely been a rising popular pick in the Beatrix, and I don't think it's really a bad idea to go ahead and slot it, because in that second phase of bans, Claude might have been looked at to be banned from the side of BH to not be picked up from Samurai, so I respect it.
I respect it as well, you know, I mean, Claude always can be devastating for a tanky team here. Do we see? I would say probably we see an Esmeralda. It'll be a good counter to get in there on that Eve. But I want to see what they possibly pick for a tank. You know, like over in MPL we've been seeing Boca picking up that Sicilian.
If you watch Boca's streams, you definitely know he's very fond of Sicilian, very comfortable with Sicilian. I actually think he was climbing the global leaderboards with that pick for a little bit. I don't know if that's still the case, but definitely a comfort pick for him.
We are seeing a good setup. So I can't whoever Glowkey's team is on the right here, Red Squad. I mean they knew about. Like, they've had to play in tournament lobbies because they did the perfect, like, they set it up perfectly for that Atlas third pick, and then into the Diggy ban, you know? Getting rid of the Thamus. I'm actually surprised they didn't ban Dyroth to stop the counter for Esmeralda here.
And maybe they will. Who knows? They still have a ban left to think about, or maybe they have a game plan with Esme playing into Dyroth, maybe just a little more uncomfortable in the Thamus.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, Thamus is definitely one of those fighters that are annoying to deal with. It's almost equally as a Uranus here, but they ban the Karina.
Honestly, not a really bad ban there. I can see why they would get rid of that. You wouldn't want that flying into your Beatrix at any point in this game.
Yeah, no, I mean, there's the
And there goes the
Dyrok
pick.
pick.
Ooh.
That's what I was saying here, but they pick
But
up
an
the
instant Fanny pick
Fanny.
on the side of Beatrix. I like to see a pick like this. I love to see people try to perform on these really high skill cap characters and see if they can pull it off.
It does seem like Bloodhounds is going to be probably focusing around Boca, just because, I mean, we're looking at the side, the red squad just being absolutely, like, the only people you can lock down with a Fanny might be the Eve, and, I mean, the Claude could probably escape every aggression pick, so we'll definitely see what goes down here.
Carmilla pick. I would not be surprised to see this. With Boca leaving this squad, I do recall them playing this. I don't know if you know, but they definitely were playing this in AE's lineup. They were definitely practicing a lot of Carmilla and Sicilian. Looks like maybe Boca's bringing a little bit of AE strats over here to his own team now. And we got a Bane being picked up. I haven't seen that in the jungle in a while.
Oh my. I mean, Bane Magic might be like insane now with all of the buffs with Magic, and I mean, these are like the weird things we need to see from teams that like set people apart, you know, like maybe the Bane's just gonna be absolutely crazy, definitely could interrupt a lot of the chains from the Fanny. So
I like the combos
we'll
from both of these teams. I definitely do. I feel like both teams have some pretty nice combos, pretty clear win conditions, I think, from both sides. So it just comes down to a level of execution here.
Yeah, no, definitely.
But I am excited to see Boca on this Sicilian. I think that really gave room for the jungle to go for the Fanny. I mean, when you have a Sicilian on your team, automatically all you think about is if we pass a certain point in this game, it's almost a guaranteed win if our mage is finding those good openings in team fights. So I'm hoping maybe to see this Fanny be a little risque on the cable plays, those cable entries into the team fights, maybe banking on Boca to carry them in the late game. Go a little all in early. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. You know, like the Fanny probably gonna have a tough time here. A lot of the Atlas can stun if it gets the frozen correct, you know. And I mean the Bane just being able to hit that shark attack. We'll definitely see what happens here, Deku.
Fanny is so strong in that jungle. Bane has the jungle emblem and is still losing out on clearing the red buff up against Fanny clearing the blue. But Fanny already making a play on the XP lane on this Dyrok.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's a really good play by Bloodhounds here, because, you know, Dyrok is like such a counter to Esme, so putting a lot of pressure onto that XP lane allows the Esmeralda to scale a little bit better and keeps the Dyrok on the defensive here. We do
definitely keeping him on. Bane going here winning out on that red tree.
I think Fanny might have the Petrify onto Eve. We do see the Atlas trying to come in. Does stop the lane here, Deku.
He does, but on the side of Samurai here, they did go ahead and get that sprint spell burnt out on Eve, and that's going to be really important because that turtle comes up in about 30 seconds, and Eve is not going to have that sprint, so the positioning is going to have to be almost perfect, or that Eve's not going to last in that team fight.
No, exactly. 20 seconds. We do see Boca going back to the base. That is going to set him up to have full mana and HP to contest and full team hit this turtle. We do see not many people have level 4, but we do see that Bane has level 4, so it might be a little bit of a struggle here. Fanny is probably about to pick up level 4 as well, just shy of it. Does pick it up.
Sure.
I'm not sure if they're going to contest.
Boca already popping out that
popping the ult out as fast as possible, maybe able to secure a kill onto Atlas, the Petrify! Red team does slay the turtle, but we do see Bloodhound securing that first blood, and the Dyrok is probably going to get picked off here as well. A lot of Bloodhounds collapse down onto Danny there. And in the bottom lane, while we were looking, Dim Sum does secure the kill onto Claude as well, but...
Hold up, Sin trading that out, maybe? No, almost with the real world manipulation of trading that back out. Some good trades from these two teams right now.
Yeah, I mean, we are seeing some micro plays playing a little bit of a factor, but we are seeing Bloodhound secure a lot of kills. Boca letting the Bloodbats sing, but I don't. Oh my God, Sins had to bust the sprint to get out of there. Low HP, not able to completely defend the tower. Deku.
But again, yeah, it has to be noted here, they have once again burnt the sprint from the Eve, and again, Eve will not have sprint for that neutral objective on the turtle cut up in 50 seconds with Eve's sprint coming back in about 75. So I don't know if the game plan is just to keep forcing Eve into these uncomfortable positions where she has to keep burning that ever so crucial spell of hers for that good repositioning. If it is not a bad plan, I definitely support it.
Yeah, we do see a little bit of a communication going on here. Atlas trying to go in for a set into gold lane, but they weren't able to complete it. Bia does back off, Deku.
It looks here, it's like both teams kind of jockeying around in mid. Fanny carrying up that blue ahead of Turtle. So they both want to go ahead and clear these waves and maybe set up for that neutral there.
Bloodhound doing real good, you know, keeping an eye on the Atlas, but
hold on, Fanny found Dairoth there.
Dairoth caught lacking. Do we see a counterplay by Red Squad here? Impliss does put a little bit of damage onto Bane. Fanny was in the tower. They do etch a lot of the gold off of that tower, Deku.
They sure do. Gold lead's increasing, and Esme out here trying to burst down on this Bane. Did we see a retro come out of that Bane right there?
Probably.
We did. Bane did get forced to use his retro, so this turtle's going to be kind of free with no contest here for Fanny. To go ahead and fix things up on what's happening.
Yeah, what we're seeing here is that the Atlas just is not able to take too many steps here, but maybe doesn't do anything with the Fanny. The Fanny does get set. Four-man collapse right into the second tier tower there on Fanny.
Definitely. Good micro on that Alice to land those fatal links on that cable and Fanny. Good follow with the real manipulation from Eve. But while that was happening, Beatrix was able to get a solo kill on Claude and push that tower for free. So we do have Dim Sum out here running around, kind of getting his scaling on right now. He already has the BOD picking up Fury Hammer 2-0 with the Weapon Master. Scaling's definitely going well for him. So that's a scary position if I'm on the side of Samurai letting that Beatrix scale right now.
Definitely doesn't even have boots yet, but like you were saying, picking up that Blade of Despair out of the Gecko is a great play. Again, it's already secured the bottom tower. We do see the good old switch happening. Dairoth is now in gold lane, Claude in the top lane, just to allow him to get. Oh my, Templess is a thick boy. Does not get taken down. A lot of the Red Squad is in there. Fanny all alone does get set once again by the Atlas. We see a pause here.
A little pause from the side of Samurai there from them. But yeah, little recap was going on here. I mean, looks like the newfound squad of Bloodhound here. Boca maybe got these guys in a little bit of tip-top shape. Doing really good on these neutral takes, these good trades, good solo kill picking up, great macro going on.
Oh, Dim Sum does get taken out in the midst of that pause screen. The pause meta really hitting the shade right now. Lemon might be going in, does tempt it, but doesn't connect. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen here. I'm not gonna lie, the Atlas is playing a key factor into a lot of the team fights here. Ooh, Dairoth in the mix of it here, trying to stay into the bush. He doesn't have it. He does dash, but Boca secures the kill.
Yeah, man. I mean, this is you hate to see the kills fall into those late scaling heroes because you really accelerate them hitting their late game spikes. As I say, that Beatrix picking up a kill on the Eve there.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at the side of Bloodhounds is just securing and controlling a lot of the objectives, and we're not seeing that from the side of Red Squad. They're kind of just like going in, they're playing passive and not like attacking and being aggressive. We need to see some peel on some of these towers to turn the tide, and we're just seeing Bloodhounds excel at that so well right now.
They are. Their ability to siege these towers and make the right calls on these rotations on the map is really showing a difference. And in team experience right now. I have to say, on the side of if you look at these items here, Claude does have his DHS, but that Beatrix, like I said, having all that time to scale, has the Blade of Despair, finally completed those boots, Fury Hammer, and working on that second item there. It's not looking very good. Bokaroska already picked up his Lightning Trunch and finished that clock on the Sicilian, so the scaling right now is just not going in the favor of Samurai.
Yeah, and I mean, this is the moment you see a choke. I mean, it's a 5k gold lead. The side of the red squad really can't commit to too much. But the Atlas does want to go in. The Bloodbats does go off. Boca holding it down, utilizing those ultimates. Looks like red squad's just trying to bait stuff out. That way they can defend just a little bit better. We are seeing them. The side of Bloodhounds is letting red squad breathe though, Deku.
They are. Personally, I feel like Bloodhound should really be going for some wave freezes here right now, because like you said, Real World Manipulation coming out here right now. So they have a little bit of team fight. Atlas with the Fatal Link. Setting up getting taken out by that Deadly Captain Dane. Fanny Cable trying to find a trade.
Yo, that Dairoth was gonna try to get in there and get the Fanny, but wasn't able to. Sins does have to utilize Sprint to get out of there. I mean, that was a good trade. I mean, Dim Sum going down, but takes out 2 people on the side of the red squad, Deku.
Definitely a good scuffle, and honestly, if I'm on the side of Samurai, I take that, because I mean they were just down 5k, but after that little fight, they close it to about 3k, so they're chipping at it kind of slowly here. Not too bad falling into this first Lord dropping here at that 9-minute. Looks like Bloodhound's gonna go ahead and try to set up for that.
They are trying to give a little bit of presence.
Trying to give them a little path. Maybe get them a little entry into there, but they really ripped down that Lord too fast.
Oh my god, Atlas does get obliterated by Boca. And we see the Fanny trying to go in, but the Claw taking a lot of damage on the Bloodhounds there. Man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I'm on the side of Samurai, I feel like we give that first Lord up. I mean, it's only the first Lord, you know. You can easily defend that, especially when you have an Eve on your team. The Atlas with the Fatal Links, you know, you can definitely set up a good little tower defense against a first Lord. I feel like, I mean, they did just throw away all that, you know, a little bit of hard work they did. They were down to 3k. They chipped away 2k down in that last little fight, and now they're right back where they started in a 5k deficit. I just that contest on that Lord was just not the right call.
Yeah, no, I mean the Atlas is just going in a little bit deep, and you know, like, oh my god, Tempest is not scared, knows how to utilize that Esmeralda and show a lot of pressure. They are guiding this Lord into the tier 3 tower here. We do see a lot of ultimates coming off to stop this Lord. The Lord is being melted. Red squad doing really well. They need to keep up this defense. Don't let Bloodhounds crack into the base. That's about the only way they can come back. We need to see possibly some split pushes, maybe by Claude, someone that's easily able to escape a lot of pressure. But Bloodhounds, like I said, they're not letting them breathe. Lamont in the thick of it. The Fatal Links does come off, but it's not into anybody. Bloodhounds collapsing down onto red squad here. We do see a team wipe happening. We're probably about to see a full mid push go here. We have 18 seconds on a lot of red squad here. I'm pretty sure this might be the fall of red squad, Deku.
Might be. They're definitely taking down this inhib tower pass build ahead and tops right now. So think red team was saved by the grace of that, but they are gonna lose that mid inhib, which is really, really important, because now we're gonna start getting those super minis in that next wave.
Yeah, red squad was saved by that tier 3 passive of the first wave that does hit the tower, gets annihilated by that pulsar. So the only reason red squad is standing right now is because of that passive to the tower. We are seeing Bloodhounds, they're fighting and their mechanisms are just so well oiled that and tiered with a gold lead. Red squad's just they gotta play passive here.
For sure. Now, like I said, with that inhib being cracked and super minions getting placed down on the map, it's going to be very hard for the side of Samurai to get those waves in check to contest on this first enhanced board that's about to drop in the next second. We're going to see how they manage that. Maybe they have to, maybe they wisen up this time and maybe give it up one more time and play to their strength with this tower defense. Let that real world manipulation and those fatal links carry you on this tower defense, and just let them get that lord, you know, and play to their strength.
100%. I mean, as you can see, they're kind of like stacking up here. From Bloodhounds, they're definitely taking the objective of the Lord, and I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the Fanny split pushing towards that bottom lane to hopefully, yep, as I was saying it, Fanny's going to be clearing up a lot of the lanes while Bloodhounds stick together. Impless always putting so much pressure onto this Atlas.
I will say, though, it might be really hard for them to play this tower defense. I mean, Sicilian is basically full build here. Same with Beatrix. Same with Esmeralda. I mean, it's going to be really hard from the side of Samurai to make this tower defense work.
Yeah, I mean, we're already looking at like a 10k gold lead. Just the micromanaging of the map and the lanes and controlling all of the objectives from the side of Bloodhounds. This could... they might be sniffing the blood right now, Deku, and trying to finish their prey off right now.
Well, that would be fitting for a team named Bloodhound. Coming in for the kill, seeking for that blood there on the trail. Beatrix gonna go ahead and drop that quad there. Fatally coming up from the side of Lamondo. No follow-up on that 3-man. Looks like they're gonna go ahead and wipe them out. So much burst.
Yeah.
And yeah, they're gonna go ahead and focus the tower. And go ahead and get Samurai.
GG's. Bloodhound takes victory and game 2 here. Or well,
I do wish Samurai would have been able to farm up just a little more, maybe scale. I mean, both teams had a really decent late game comp. Samurai just fell behind so hard. They just never really got to have an equal standing with them after that mid game.
Oh yeah, no. Definitely. We actually finished that match, I think, on time as well. It looks like everything is, it's about 8 minutes early, so nothing super crazy. Atlas was, like, to pick some things off here, Atlas just was not able to go in, and that's just, like, the good, like, communication and the micromanaging of knowing where the Atlas is, you know? Like, Atlas was trying to get sets, but just, like, Bloodhounds wouldn't let that happen, and I felt like that was like the major win factor for Bloodhounds here. And also, of course, the complete control over the map, and Boca Roscoe going 8-0.
Definitely. Positioning from Boca on that Sicilian was, I mean, pretty much picture perfect. Obviously not dropping a single death in that game, not getting caught by those fatal links. Really hard on the side of Samurai to kind of capitalize on those fatal links, you know, coming out from Atlas. He had a here and there, just a few picks, nothing too crazy to really swing that game in their favor. Like you said, he tried, but the engages they just weren't able to connect the way he probably wanted them to, or the way they envisioned it. They put a lot on it, slotted that Atlas early, banded Diggy in the first phase. I mean, they were confident in it. It just didn't go their way.
Exactly. Well, we have 2 more matches. And then we'll end up going into the semifinals. Semifinals 1 and 2, and then we'll be going into the grand finals. So not too crazy here. We are looking at Haya Mariah, I believe, coming in here versus Smile Sunshine. So we're gonna see another great game. And see what they can possibly do here. It looks like maybe both of these teams might be in A. Who knows, but a lot of collaborations here. It was again, like I was saying, if you guys are just now tuning in, I was kind of just like, you know, chilling, going about my day. I was editing some shorts. I was trying to post some of those onto the YouTube and stuff like that. And then Boca hit me up, and I was like, I mean, I was just chilling, so I was like, heck yeah, I'll host the tournament lobbies. And of course it gives a little bit more access to emblems, the 5-band system and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool to, you know, have access to the tournament lobbies. We are looking at the grand finals are going to probably be somewhere around 12 o'clock. Semifinals again are best of 1. All of these matches right now until we get to the grand finals are best of 1. I think they're doing like a tiny league, if I'm not mistaken. I seen a little bit of the information here. Da, 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 da.
You would love to see it. Love to see the teams kind of take their initiative. The way you said it, it seems like they went ahead and got this up and running kind of themselves, kind of just the body for them to get that tournament lobby. So it's nice to see the teams in North America kind of step it up and, you know, get things moving on their own here. A little bit of underground competitive scene. See teams showing up, everyone's competing, having a good time. So that's always nice to see.
No, exactly. The tournament, by the way, if you guys are just coming in as well, I think it's Torneo Regional is the name of this tournament that they're trying to start up. You know, again, I like participating in NA. And of course, I mean, Mexico is technically part of North America, so seeing a lot of these teams from different areas compete is pretty cool. I'm able to, again, like I'm hosting, you know, a tournament lobby that's in Central. It is a Central lobby, so sometimes like they're not the best signals, but I mean it gives both teams a fair advantage versus like having to go into a custom match and like hope, you know, that the ping's good. You know, at least everybody, it's Central server. You get what you get. Both teams might be at a disadvantage, you know, but it's better than one team having a severe advantage versus the other. And I feel like that's why tournament lobbies are awesome like this. We are seeing the teams load in though here. I'm gonna take a drink of water. I'm kind of parched.
So if I'm tracking this right in our semifinals, so the winner of these two teams, are they advancing to the semi, or are we going to the grand final?
These are going to. So we got two semifinals going on.
Okay, because I was gonna say neither one of these teams. I don't think I saw them play. So I was.
Yeah, no. So it'd be so these two teams and then one more, and then I think the next one is going to be. I think it was Gato squad versus Boca, and then whoever wins out of this one versus the other one, going to semifinal 2.
Right, and then okay,
yeah.
Right, I'm tracking now. Good.
So not too bad. It's gonna be fun. Mexico not allowed to be. They did change the requirements for M4. Well, not technically M4, but the M4 qualifiers, I guess. So it is kind of like into M4. That the team has to be 60% NA. And if you're international, so if you're that other like 40%, right? You do have to have a standing visa to allow travel to North America. And that could be because Moonton's trying to create like an actual like in-house tournament, you know, like they might be doing like LAN tournaments coming up soon in NA. They might be shipping us casters out to like a studio and stuff like that. So we'll see how it goes.
Insane developments.
That's what I'm saying, you know, and again, this is just the baby steps into finalizing you know, tournaments in North America. And we see more tournaments like this pop up that allows us to, you know, show that we have presence in North America.
For sure. Like I said, we love to see the competitive side growing, especially at the pace it is. I mean, we really kind of took off pretty fast, I'd say. I mean, the groundwork has been laid down for a while, but as far as like the attention, when it really peaked up and started coming from overseas, I mean, it's been on a meteoric rise here.
100%. 100% though. All right, looks like both teams are ready. Let's get into it. Let's see what we can possibly get done here. I think they can definitely handle this. Again, like I said, Blue Squad is always first pick just because I'm rolling with it. Whoever gets in here and is on Blue Squad, you're the first pick. Let's roll into this game here. We are on 10 bans. Last game we seen quite the go, so I want to see what possibly these two DKs versus Haya. So let's see what they can get done, Deku.
Oh yeah,
Your
definitely
team is
excited.
banned.
And just so everyone knows, I kind of accidentally fell out of the lobby again. Oh, I didn't realize, but now
did
I'm
you?
here with you guys. We know to read the chat and stuff. So
I
so,
am streaming.
yeah,
I am streaming on Discord. Are you able to watch it there?
I'm gonna hop on the YouTube. You know, kind of read these chats, maybe interact with a few of them while we're
Your
doing
team
this.
is banned.
Might be slightly delayed. So
Oh yeah, you're right.
I might be the only problem you run into. You can have
Ah,
both pulled
man.
up if
I
you
was-
want.
I was gonna hang with you guys.
Probably be a little tough for you, to be honest. But we are seeing the classic bans coming out of the get-go here, of course. Again, we don't know too many of these players, so we don't know their picks that they like to go with. But we are seeing some bans that kind of determine what they don't want to deal with here. Valentina,
wondering if-
Julia,
Do
Layla.
they have a good mage player over there or something?
Yo.
Or maybe they're trying to soften the mage pool for that Lu Yi pick.
The Loi. Let's see what goes down here. I think that might be a little bit too early to pick, to be honest, from my standpoint. I mean, that's normally
Definitely
not a
looks really
mage
promising.
that I see picked first out of the get-go.
I am Yin.
There were definitely quite a few picks that could have been proud over.
Your
It's
Interesting.
strange that the Yin pick, but the Estus gets picked up. That's not too bad to pry out early.
I mean, but that, like, you're building right into Lo Yi's abilities. Like, now everybody's about to be stacked.
Yeah, that is
You know?
up, and Lu Yi loves to feast on grouped opponents. You're right.
I you know, I was a little confused in the beginning, you know, because I'm like, you know, I was like, oh yeah, you know, like Estes gets for first pick, then I can understand it, Louis, and then all of a sudden, oh, Estes gets picked, and I'm like, all right, here, Red Squad kind of just falling in to the hands of DKs. Do we see the Clint pick though? They're kind of hovering it. I don't know if
Just a little bit. I don't know if they're gonna go ahead and lock that in and secure it into that lane against Popol. Gonna have to see. Yeah, they're gonna go ahead and lock it.
I mean, we need to see what their jungle is going to be. Neither team has banned Balmon, so we might see an objective-based squad on the side of red. I can't. I mean, they got like I don't see what they're really trying to do here on the side of DK. You know, I mean, we can see the Estes counter, even though Estes built into Lo Yi here. So quite interesting. The Popo, depending on how well the Clint can play, could be, you know, something good. To be honest, like I might even I would go like Vengeance or something on Popo here. So we'll see what goes down. Esmeralda against the Yin. You know, Yin's probably gonna have a really hard time here. Karina still open, Balmon's still open. We got a lot of picks.
Definitely, that jungle pool is pretty fat and large right now. Looks like only a Kai, Julian, and you know the Flex Thomas is really banned out from the jungle pool. So there's definitely a lot of great options still. I mean, we still have Ling out, and I mean, Akai's banned, so the Ling's not looking too bad. Fanny's still up, like you said, Karina, Ballman. I mean, there's definitely great options right now to go ahead and slot in that jungle.
Oh yeah, no. I'm trying to think on the a mage the side of Red Squad could play here. You know, like
I mean,
they got rid
Eve
of.
is right there. They can go for it.
But I mean, you got the Esmeralda and the Popo, which could easily get in there and CC you with no problem. And then you have the Lo Yi, so like we need a mage that is like I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Kadita, you know.
Maybe. I mean, the mage pool isn't that big right now.
Kagura would be a good go.
Could
you know,
be, yeah, maybe burst out that Lu Yi.
Yeah, that's a mage that does really well against CCs. Shout out from the Twitch side of things. What's going on?
I don't know. Now I'm interested. I'm very curious to see what they see, because Kadita's not in everybody's mid lane pool, so we might see even something a little further off, maybe a little more to the left. Not really on point with what you usually see in the mid lane. I mean, we started off this draft with a Lu Yi first pick, so nothing's normal, but they're gonna go ahead and pick up Farsa.
Quite
I don't know. How you
interesting.
feeling about that pick, Akayo?
I mean, I was actually, to be honest, like I was thinking of Farza just being able to like stay out of there. You also have really good escape, but again, the side, I mean, DK's is looking pretty good. Again, I'm telling you. And I feel like the Farza could be a good play here to be able to possibly get the Popo and get the Lo Yi. So they needed a lot of backlane peel, but they secure the Atlas here. That is again another tank that excels off of teams that base around grouping. So
you guys are dive heavy, frontline heavy, right in your face, contesting you as soon as the game starts heavy, and they scale.
Take over for a second. I'll be right back.
No doubt. Go and see what this red side finishes up for their draft here. Kind of curious to see how they're going to answer this. Looks like they need their jungle pick still. All US. I mean, he scales late. I haven't seen that in so long, but he still has the problem. He's melee, groups up. The keto, I don't know. Anything that's really melee going for the dive here, I can't really see it working as they have no front line. That Yin's going to be spending a lot of time in that domain, so who's ever the jungle is probably going to be kind of in the face of the enemies. I just don't know. There's so much CC out of the side of DK that I just can't see that all US working, but it looks like they're going to lean into it. Maybe they know something we don't, but fighting into a Atlas, a Esme, up a pole, a Lugi, that's a lot of CC for any fighter to deal with just two of those, but now he's got to deal with all four of them. We're about to head into this game, about 5 seconds left on this draft for the last changes. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and this match between DK and Haya.
Alrighty, I am back here. Just had to utilize the bathroom real fast.
As you can see, they went ahead and wrapped up that draft there with an all-US pick on the side of Haya's team. I've already stated my concerns on how I just don't see it faring too well against all the CC coming out from the side of DKs. But maybe they know something we don't. Maybe they're used to this. But it's looking like it's gonna be. I'd be lying if I said I don't think it's gonna be a very, very rough game for the side of Haya.
I mean, they definitely have a lot of CC on the side of DK, so I think it's gonna come down to objective base, you know, like who's gonna control the objectives here. Again, the Estes was just such a interesting play here out of the Gecko, you know, like it threw me off, you know, like especially into a Lo Yi, but maybe the Yin's the counter to the Lo Yi. We are, I mean, of course, like everybody, again, we're looking at the Alois, just, you know, taking the jungle route. They actually went to help up with the gold lane first, so it's quite interesting that they decided to go for that pathing. And then Yin out the Gecko, already taking down Esmeralda. What in the world? I mean, Esmeralda does struggle a little bit in that early game, and Yin just absolutely collapsed on it. And if some of the snowballing can happen, it could smell trouble for DKs. I think my Discord like died. Maybe? No?
Or go ahead and use some escape skill there.
Sorry, what? Jesus. I got like a foot pedal on it. My dog was like literally like, it was like literally cutting off. I was like, yo, where'd Deku go?
Nah, yeah, I was here, man. Was over here covering. Seen you were deafened. I'm like, oh, I don't
Yeah,
know
I
what
was like,
happened to him, but we're gonna keep going with this game.
I was confused too. I was like, yo, Deku just like dipped out. No,
But
No,
yeah, we got
that
DKs
Yin
over here
kill off
setting up
the...
for this turtle.
Yeah, that Yin kill off the Gecko was crazy. Doesn't look like they want to 100% commit on this. We've seen a flicker by Atlas. And they do take down the Esmeralda once again. The Fatal Link's going off and not into anybody. But they did secure the kill on the Estes there. So, I mean...
Atlas is definitely setting up a lot of these kills. That Fatal Link's right there, and that frozen passive of his he secured a kill from like the first couple seconds, right before Litho spawned, actually.
Oh yeah.
So he's definitely a part of all these. 3 of the assists and the 3 kills. So needless to say, DK's Roamer pretty active on these team fights here. Looking like he's trying to get another cut out on this. First get down, picks up a kill on Clint, who actually S2'd it now while Estes gets to walk away. Maybe a little unfortunate of a event of wrong place, wrong time.
I guess they're blue DK's low on mana on every avenue. I was like, I'm actually surprised they just don't get in there and take out Estes there, but they just decide to back off. Yin does head home.
Playing it safe. I don't blame them. They are winning on the trades here, so there's no point in them overdoing it and maybe giving a chance for a highest team to kind of maybe get a trade out on that and minimize the damage they're inflicting.
Yeah, no, we're definitely gonna see what this Alduus brings to the table here. Lo Yi having a little bit of trouble in the mid lane. They gotta keep an eye on this Atlas, and I feel like that's what Bloodhound did last game. Is they stopped. They didn't fall into the Atlas's grasp quite often. But Yin does take in someone to the domain. I didn't even see who. It looks like Esmeralda. Esmeralda does take him out though. Yin able to secure that first kill early on, but not able to completely contest against the Esmeralda now. Top lane.
Esmeralda's definitely not the 1v1 you always want to take. Definitely a hard opponent to burst down and send back to the base. Outside of DK's here to go ahead and rush that turtle pretty quick with no contest. Probably the right idea from Haya, considering no one was really positioned for that. Their mage is in bot lane, down in XP right now. I don't know what really the call is for that.
Yeah, personally, I wouldn't even worry about the Esmeralda. I'd be trying to focus on stopping, but the Fatal Links connects on Shippy. Do they take him out? The healing is just too much, but Popo does come in. Lo Yi secures the kill. We see the Alduus hitting the ultimate, slowing them down in the turret. Do we see a good... they were able to take out the Balmon. Yin coming in, does take. Ooh, Atlas into the pain zone.
Yin with the international travel from XP, basically all the way in the gold lane, picking up that kill and gonna walk right on back down to his lane like nothing happened.
And that XP lane diff right now, able to control Haya.
You gotta love it when your XP's not scared to cross that mid river and get a little bit of distance.
That boy grabbed a boat and was boating along, man. I don't know how he made it across the river so fast. We do see Haya coming in here, putting a lot of pressure on Esmeralda. Balmon showing a little bit of pressure, just keeping the jungle going right now. Both teams are kind of looking good. Oh, but while I'm saying that, they see a double kill up in the top lane. Estes and Clint going down. This tower is going to be over. And while we're talking about it, end of the bottom lane, Esmeralda is going to probably be taking this turret as well.
Yeah, man. DK is playing a pretty nice game right now. Kind of resembles a little bit of what we've seen from Bloodhound. Really strong on their macro gameplay here. Getting all these neutrals, doing good rotations to pick up some of these towers here.
No, they're looking really good. But again, the gold lead's not too much. They were only able to secure that one tower. What we need to see from the side of Haya is that we need to see a little bit more zoning capability. That I feel like that's what they're really lacking right now, and that's why DKs is controlling the map and just winning.
I do want to say though, kind of like you said, the gold lead's not too bad. I feel like DK should really be looking to press this lead as much as they can for about the next 3 or 4 minutes. Because if we look at these picks, honestly, I mean, the highest side here, the scaling really does fall in their favor with these picks. Maryland's though coming out from the side of DK, and they're gonna go ahead and clean that up real quick. A little help from Louis CC there. Esmeralda going to pick up his little kill on that Estes.
But does Haya doesn't secure the kill on the Popo. The 2 HP.
Anywhere on the map.
Oh,
so we get a
man.
3, no, 4 for none trade there on the map when we're going into the favor of DK, and they get that mid tower down. So all they have now for tier 3 is that bot lane tower, and look to see them maybe force that down now that Popo's down in that lane.
No, definitely. We're seeing again. I just like I gotta reiterate it. The lane control, building the Estes inside of into Lo Yi, I feel like is the biggest downfall for the side of Haya's squad right now. Again, we're seeing 0, 4, and 0, so the Estes just is not able to be there when the team needs them.
At all, yeah. I mean, we kind of figured, you know, there were going to be some issues with this draft. I can't say I'm really surprised at what I'm seeing right now with this score, this goal deficit, and these lanes right now. But, you know, hopefully maybe, like I said, when the timers flip, if they can, you know, maybe try not to fall into a 10K deficit like we've seen previously, they might be having a chance to fight back with this comp. They do have the Farsa, the all-US, you know, the Clint's there. They still have the Estes for a little bit of sustain. If they can, I don't know, maybe find their way to manage to bob and weave those fatal links and Lu Yi set with that CC. But, you know, that's only going to happen if they learn how to maybe play from behind here and go for just to maximize as much farm as they can gather up without sacrificing players out there on the map.
No, exactly. I'm actually, on a side note, I'm actually very confused that the Estes did not utilize the Blacklist skin. Being in a tournament lobby, it was already free. We just see the Lo Yi Yang overturn.
All-US may be overestimating his power. It's only 9 minutes in the game. They are down quite a bit of gold, 15-3 on the scoreboard. Maybe he thought this was his power spike moment, but definitely not it yet. A little later on in the game, Ballin picking up that Lord there. To note, they had to pick up every single neutral objective in this game. Haya team has not been able to contest anything so far.
Yeah, and I think it just comes down to the strategy we're seeing here. We just don't have a lot of zoning capability. But the side of Haya, they just need to relax, and you can kind of see that they're trying to do that. Don't overextend. You guys are just underfed by almost 10K gold, so you probably don't want to contest this Lord unless it's in a tower, because if you get set by the Atlas, it could smell trouble. We might see, I don't know if we'll see the end of the game here, but we'll see what the side of DK can do here.
I mean, hopefully now, I'd like to see a little bit of fight back. Like you said, with all these things going in the favor of DK here, not really in the favor of High, it's going to be very hard for them to pull off a defense here. I mean, they have a lot of utility coming out from the side of DK to make this a game ender. As we can see this Atlas kind of setting up, trying to see if he can maybe get a fatal link. Going to have to retreat, getting burst out a little bit there.
See, that was
going to do a lot with that Lord.
That was a really good hold, you know, like the teams equally split up enough that they're able to control the lanes, but hopefully not get picked off here. Popo does go in onto Yin. Oh, Yin almost goes down. They do now secure that tower. Esmeralda coming in. All this ult does pop off. Not sure why, but it did connect and slow down the Esme just a tad.
Yeah, just a bit there. I mean, if you're on the side of Haya's team there, you're just happy to walk away with losing one tower, honestly, with this deficit and these item diffs and just the way DK's been playing. I'd take them losing one tower in top lane any day of the week right now.
No, 100%. I mean, they're holding off, and this is about all they can do right now is allow DKs to give them a little bit of feeder for the side of highest squad.
Yeah, they do right now. Like you said, kind of got to let them have their way right now. That's just the way the game is, unfortunately. Kind of got to let them do what they want to do. Like you said, they got to try to maximize their farm while minimizing all those casualties out. They are doing pretty well. They still have the same, it's about the same amount of deaths that they've given up previously. So they're doing in that regard. It's not giving up more gold.
Yeah, and they are doing good with the split pushing. These split pushing decisions are really good here. Like we're seeing some communication go down clearly, because look, they cleared that top tower. Yin might be able to get this bottom tower now. Popo trying to get in there. It does look like there's a lot of minions on the tower, so it is probably gonna go down. Oh no. Popo's able to secure it, but a lot of DK is displaced right now. Oh, Atlas is about to clobber. Oh, hi.
Fatal Link that Farsa.
Farsa does get out though. Ooh. We do get a 1-for-1 trade here. Yin being chased down. Blue squad not looking at the map because they would have been able to secure that kill on the Yin.
They're gonna go ahead and get the floor. I was about to wonder if maybe they were gonna try to force it down. Yeah, they definitely turned their attention to it. That's an easy pickup for them. Nice little enhanced lord to pick up there.
Haya responding with more objective takes, though. We are seeing that the top lane absolutely being pushed in all the way to the core tier 3 tower. So this is definitely interesting. It could. Ooh, Esmeralda able to catch Clint though. Oh my, Yin takes Esmeralda into the domain. Was that?
This will definitely be a sacrifice.
Oh, he's trying to make it out. Ah, the healing from Estes is not enough. Now Estes caught into the line here. The feather airstrike does connect, but they're too thick. Not enough damage. We do see the Esmeralda diving in deep. Tier 3 tower does not. We see a lot of DK in deep. Atlas taking a lot of tower shots. Does allow the escape. Man.
Yeah. I mean, that was quite the chase. They saved Clint, but they lost 2 picks in the midst of all that.
Yeah, and I mean, the Lord wasn't able to do too much, you know. Again, they were able to stave off another Lord, keep their base uncracked, and able to take 3 towers in that time. So they are slowly chipping away at that gold lead that DK does have, and we might see a little bit of a comeback here once all of the team gets their main tier items, you know, like they're holding it out. Estes just not there just yet. The biggest thing that I'm seeing though, there's only 2 anti-heals.
Have, you know, a little bit of the edge.
Who's lagging? You good there, Deku? I think Deku died, chat.
Yeah. Stuff.
Yeah, Deku turned into a robot. Ooh, the Fatal Links does connect. Lo Yi does take down Yin, but while all of that is going down, Popo almost gets taken out.
Are we good there? Definitely had a little moment.
I think you're back now. I think you're back to the living. You might have revived yourself.
I was out there running around with the Layla AI.
Oh man, I thought you were standing on top of, you know, the RB trying to get signal. Nah.
A little bit of camper moment.
Nah. I mean, we're probably seeing another uncontested Lord. Yeah, I just don't think the side of Haya, all they can really do in this situation is keep holding out, but they they try to chip away at that gold lead, but then of course DK is now already back ahead. So we just need to see a really good play, maybe a team wipe, and they can definitely change the tide here. They have really good control on these side lanes, which is stopping from the base being crafted, but the Luminous Lord is coming in. The Fatal Links come out, collapses down on 3 of the team. It's only Clint and Estes here. I don't think they have enough power to stop this. Popo does come in and secures the kill on Estes. This is going to secure the game for DK.
I'd say that was, that was a pretty nice and pretty smooth game from the side of DK, honestly. Like I said, these teams are pretty new, but you can definitely see who's out here really playing out here in some of these regions here, and DK is not wasting any time getting them out of here.
I mean, that Low Yi was such a great pick, to be honest, you know, like
honestly,
falling into the hands right into an Estes.
We definitely had the doubts with the Low Yi getting picked first in this entire draft, but I mean, you can't argue with results, can we?
No, you cannot. That is 100% true. This is about as
but
close
also,
as you can get.
To wonder, though. You do have to wonder from the side of high. I mean, it's not like the Low Yi was a surprise pick. You know, like we said, it went first in the draft, and we still got picks like, you know, Estes and Alyu is locked in there. And I don't know, from the side of high, I don't know, maybe they have a little less experience in the whole drafting part of the game, but yeah, some things you just don't slot into Low Yi, and Estes is not one of them.
Not exactly, but hey, GG's, good try to each team. So I'm gonna get Deku back up in here if he comes back online.
Definitely had fun lagging in VC.
Hey, it's all good. It happens, man. It happens. Happens to the best of us. I think we do have, again, another team coming up here. Let's see.
Can I get in? Yeah, I'm online now. I'm going to request that. Oh, roar.
I want to say both of these teams coming up might be, Mexico teams, to be honest, because I don't think I can read their names. What up, AA Plays? What up? While we wait for the other teams to load in, we'll see how things turn out here. Definitely see how things turn out. I was lucky enough I didn't have to add all these teams. Makes my life a lot easier. It's already hard enough trying to keep all the people I have at it right now for like the NASL and stuff like that. And then of course any teams that that you know want to scrim. Teams have been ending the game pretty fast, to be honest. Not a lot of games going out crazy. I do like how all of these teams are like instantly ready.
They are, honestly.
Yeah.
You do gotta love that. Hey, when teams take forever to show up, these guys are pretty punctual.
Yo, it was exactly the same thing with like the NASL and stuff like that, you know.
Teams showing up late, or you know, just not showing up at all in some of these scrims. Some people don't take their scrims as serious, but you know, when those tournaments come around and it's time to compete, the teams that were taking their scrim seriously definitely outperform those guys that aren't showing up, are blowing off their scrims. One team in particular, if we're talking about scrims, Team First Blood. I don't know how many people are really familiar with them coming up, but Team First Blood was a very, very scrim hungry team at the start, and definitely showed off in their growth as a team and their placements in these tournaments.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. I want to see what
I
they...
can't stress it enough.
Looks like the teams are ready, so we're gonna get this game started. Run right into the next. We are seeing Hanako. I think that's Hanako. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Has a colored name. Maybe a really big OG on the side of Blue Squad. You know. Let's see what they can possibly do here, Deku.
Your team is banning.
Sheesh, what up? What up, Andy?
Didn't cure the pain. Your team is banning.
See what we get out of here. Kai ban, Valentina ban, some pretty standard bans so far.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Definitely got to get that Akai out the way, especially if you're not going to pick him up on that blue side. You definitely don't want to see him over there on the red side.
Oh, exactly. We can definitely see what they try to put down here. You know, the Kai I feel like is still a devastating tank to deal with. You know.
He definitely is, man. I don't care what anyone says. You put an Akai out there with that heavy spin, and you're asking for problems as the opposing team. I mean, he can zone off his own objectives. He can isolate picks in those team fights. He can split up teams that want to group up, that want to stack on top of each other, get that front line separated from that back line or vice versa. And it's just too much. It's too much that comes from that pick to deal with as a team. It's better just get it off the map.
100%. And I mean, we can see that they're attempting to do some of that stuff too. I mean, they go with the Franco, they get rid of the Kai, the other team gets rid of the Estus. We see a lot of tanks being targeted right now, so I wonder what they'll end up doing here. What type of picks do they want to go with, you know?
Yeah, those first phase bands definitely speak volumes for the drafts you'll probably end up seeing. I do like seeing those bands come out first. Gives you a little insight on who you're watching here, what they prior.
Exactly.
Julian band, definitely a good response there. Good band there. You don't want to see that either on the other team. Beatrice is going to go get hit prio here. I wonder if maybe we'll see a Masha pick. Masha is free right now.
Maybe
they respond with that, or maybe they respond with one of those common answers we see in Gold Lane, like maybe a Claude gets picked up here before those second phase bans come down and maybe dwindle down that pool. So they already did ban the Wan, so it's not like they're afraid to ban Marksman.
The Wan, huh? No, exactly. I mean, they're showing
Paramus. Ooh, I definitely forgot about that. Like sneaking on by. They do go ahead and pick up that Paramus there, hovering on the Clint. I mean, I'd really like to see that Claude more here, but they might not be comfortable with the Claude pick, so they're going to lock in that Clint. I don't know how much you've been following with these MPL games, but Paramus Claude combo has been popping up a lot. I mean, you get that free entry with Paramus Altar for that blazing duet to come in and do all its damage without risk to your marksman. Oh, I really was hoping to see that. I really was hoping to see that right now in this lineup. But I'll take what I can get. I love seeing Paramus slip by those bands and teaching these teams a lesson about not taking him seriously.
I mean, that's the case. He's a strong pick, which I'm actually surprised they let him slide through there. You know.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna need them to go ahead and show them why we don't let Paramus through. Looks like they're going to pick up Lilia there on their mid lane. And Lance. Got a lot of early there in those two picks. Lance and Lilia definitely looking to dish out some serious damage. Maybe take some early control in this game.
I'm also, like, we don't see too many Lance players, too, so...
We don't, but like you said, you do start... What, these teams are over on the Mexico side, aren't they? A little bit might be doing something.
Not quite sure. Maybe. Definitely. Maybe. You never know here. The Esmeralda getting picked up. I feel like this Paramus is going to be like the game changer here, but I mean they have a lot of burst potential on the side of Blue Squad.
Yeah, they do. We're going to see how they play this out.
I do
Your
what I
team
want
is
to
banning.
do.
Go ahead and ban out the deer off. Definitely a good ban to let that Esme
Your
kind of have a
team
much
is
much
banning.
easier time scaling out of that XP lane.
I mean, banning the Ballman, banning the Dairoth. I mean, both great bans into the second phase, to be honest. Because I mean, those you don't want to deal with it with the Esmeralda, and you don't want to deal with the Ballman being so objective heavy, as well as a Cult Altar would just seal the deal. You know, like so insane picks here. I wonder what they're gonna pick here as a jungle decker.
I am too, especially if that Ballman gets banned out there. It'd be interesting to see what they go ahead and slot in. We could see an assassin battle, maybe. I wish someone would go ahead and pull out that Ling and Fanny
See value
again.
in me?
Your team is banning.
You should.
Did get to see Fanny once tonight. I just love seeing assassin battles. When I see a Lance or a Ling or Fanny get slotted, I'm hoping the other team's jungler is accepting the duel and locks their own assassin in, and we just have a straight duel of micro. They actually
Your
banned
team
out the
is
Ling, so
picking.
maybe they were expecting a little assassin duel out here, but they're hovering on that Karina, not shying away from the fight. And that's what I like to see. Don't submit to the tank jungle. Pull out the damage. Go toe to toe.
Your team
Well, we're
is
going to the
picking.
Kufra. Okay.
I think they were just doing that for the Bia, the Lance. I mean, they know they can still secure that Karina, you know? Like, the Lance is already picked, and no one's going to play Karina on the side, so might as well secure that easy Kufra to counter a lot of this dashing potential from the side of Blue Squad.
No way. We got to see the no hesitation, insta-lock assassin. Nah, yeah, you're right, though. On their side, definitely a good switch. They're definitely no threat to their jungle being picked and obviously not being banned anymore since all the bans have been completed. Actually, might have been a good idea not to take Karina. Karina really falls into a kind of a sticky situation against that Lilia with all those blooms out, all that slow and burst. Lance also being skill-based doesn't really get affected by Karina's deflect and reflect damage there. Definitely still takes all the damage from Lance since he's all skill-based. So maybe a good call not to slot that Karina right then and go ahead and up that Kufa there.
Yeah.
But with that Cooper being added, that does mean this is a mid lane for Rammus, but not a roam for Rammus. So we're probably gonna be looking at some good damage for Rammus here. And I like to see that. And they're hovering over the Amon.
To
And
be honest, I would be going Saber right now.
Saber could be a safe pick here. They're hovering back over the Karina. That Karina pick is not. I don't like to pass judgment on the picks. I like to just let the game play out. But that Karina is not going to have a good time against that Fatal Links, those Glooms, and that Lance. But they're going to lock it in anyways. And I can't co-sign that. It's so much skill-based damage out of the blue side team. I mean, you have the slows, you have the burst, you have the CC to deal with a Karina, and maybe they're banking on the All-Star from Rammus to keep them pushing.
That's what I was saying. That's what I was gonna say here. I mean,
that's a lot of faith in one pick, man.
They just don't have a lot of CC on the blue squad besides Atlas. You know, like they got a lot of slow and a lot of burst. But they are lacking a little bit of the huge CC. So I think maybe Karina might be able to excel and dodge that Atlas. And then if it ever comes down to it, the Cult Altar connecting is probably going to lead the red side into victory here.
Nonetheless, this is going to be a really good matchup to see unfold on the battlefield. We can talk about it all on paper, all the hypotheticals, all the angles. But ultimately, it's definitely going to fall in the hands of these 10 players on the battlefield. So now it's time to see who's going to execute, who's going to get those win conditions, and who wants to win more.
Yeah, no, I mean, the Kufra is such a great counter, to be honest, to that Lance. And I mean, pretty much almost all of them. So we'll see what they can possibly do here. The Lilia is going to be such a great mid lane push here in the beginning. And the biggest thing that I'm seeing here, and it kind of, you know, like I talked about the Kufra a lot, but we're looking at the Faramis as being a mage Faramis here. So we see a lot of magic damage on the side of Red Squad. And I mean, could be easily just to build against it.
Definitely will be fun to see how this mage Faramis plays out. A lot of damage coming out there from the side of that Lance there. Cooper's gonna have to go ahead and go for the early back. to base. But yeah, I'm really interested to see if Rammus Mage, not the biggest, pick over here in North America, not the most popular option to go, but man, does he hurt? He does hit like a truck, and you definitely can't underestimate his damage.
We are seeing that Clint being pushed a little bit by the Bia. I'm actually surprised that Clint didn't try like shooting back, like while he was backing up. So interesting plays. They're gonna look like they're setting up for this top lane, maybe a gank in top lane to secure this turtle here. Not sure how.
Maybe they're Kratos gonna go ahead and burn out that ult, trying to burst out this.
Oh my! Had to utilize the retry to secure that kill there.
Did have to go ahead and burn that retry, but you see though that slow from that frozen pass almost locking up that Karina, and I feel like as this game goes on, Karina's gonna run into a couple more of those issues in some of these team fights. But for right now though, gonna go ahead and pick up that kill. Karina's gonna safely back up to the retry and give that on up to Lance, which is definitely the safe call to do after having to burn that to secure that first blood. So nice little game in between both sides. Nothing too crazy happening. Good little trades. Gold deficit, gold leads very small right now. Both teams playing this pretty well.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, I don't know if taking that first blood was worth losing the turtle, but I mean, as long as you can rotate and of course, look, it looks like they're trying to target the gold lane. Do we see a Fatal Links? The Fatal Links not able to connect, but it actually did. I lied. Hey, Karina does get absolutely melted by the Bia, and then the Tyrant's Rage does connect onto a lot of blue squad, but they weren't able to respond with a pick.
Very good from their side. Yeah, man. Like I said, these teams, I feel like this is maybe the most even start we've seen tonight so far out of all these teams. So, it's a good sign for us. We might get some really, really nice gameplay. I'm really hoping to see a nice, good little 14, 15 minute, nice stacked team fights, maybe long drawn out. I want to see these teams really performing on equal terms here as far as gold and whatnot.
Yeah, I know. Ooh, what
committing for this first on air. Getting
Flame.
Solo kill her. Wow.
Yo, that was nasty. The fast hand Gushin.
Good combos.
Absolutely nasty here. Lance looking at possibly taking a pick here, but doesn't go in. We do see the Clinton having to recall. And again, blue squad just looking a little better. I mean, I don't think that Karina was a good play here.
I don't want to be that guy, but I definitely had my doubts about the Karina pick here, but
oh my gosh,
gonna have this play out. That for Rammus is that tug of war down there with Lilia underneath the tower.
If only the minions weren't in there, the Lilia would have gotten punished. Let's see if they can contest this turtle this time around. They really want to. Or not. Oh my god, the Gushin is just absolutely clapping this Esmeralda here. Atlas controlling, zoning out the Karina.
Definitely good zone. It was going to be hard for them to contest anyways with their XP, their Esmeralda getting picked off right before that, turtle getting committed on.
Yeah, this could be a really good trade though. Being able to take some of the gold plating off the bottom tier tower, maybe allowing the Clint to scale a little bit higher than most. I mean, we already know that the XP lane is in a little bit of trouble. Esmeralda's already 0-2-0 against the Gushin. So, I mean, they know they don't need to deal with the top lane. Tyrant's Rage does not go off. Fatal Links does, though. Does secure a double kill in the mid. I was about to say, you better push that mid tower. That was such a great play. Being able to secure the 2 kills there. Aramis already back because of his passive, though.
Yeah, would have liked to see them kind of stack on that mid, maybe try to capitalize on that and push that down, but, maybe they're just looking to play it safe. As we say that, though, Gushin definitely dives in on that Karina and picks up an easy kill. I mean, Gushin's kind of effortless with those combos right now. We kind of experienced there. Beatrix wasting the flicker, try to get a little fancy with the Wesker play there.
Did try to get a little fancy, but wasn't able to do it. Kufra did try to come in and show some presence, but was a little too late. We do see the mid tower absolutely getting pushed in now, Deku.
And we do see that mid fall, and that mid tower is very important to open up that map. Gusion getting another solo kill on this Esmeralda. A big team fight happening right here, right now, though.
Yeah, the Coal Altar did go out with the Fatal Links, but blue side does come out victorious there with of course the Gusion secured a kill up in the XP lane once again against an Esmeralda. So a two for no trade for the side of blue.
Yes, it is. And this XP diff is kind of showing right now. To say that, Clint, go ahead and falls down to that Lance slot here. Lance dancing there. RLTZS maybe a little influence there, but yeah. I just said, I just stated how I was so happy, the lead was minimal, both the teams were going well, and this Gusion.
I'm actually surprised he didn't execute him.
Yeah, execute. Maybe he didn't realize his battle spell was up there. But yeah, this Gusion putting in work on this Esmeralda. After the first kill, she's been downhill for her, not being able to maybe stay ahead item-wise to try to defend against that bursty pick in the XP lane.
Ooh, Fatal Links does connect. Coal Altar does come off in time to possibly save him and get him out of there. Karina does make it out, but we are looking at Kufra in a lot of trouble here. The Frost does take the kill down on Faramis, and Kufra absolutely taking him down. I don't understand why the team didn't back out after that. Like, Karina was already gone. Like, that was a tough situation to be in right there, Deku.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Red side kind of falling apart here. It was looking kind of even, real back and forth with the trades and on the macro here. But it seems like after the first couple mistakes, from the red side, they kind of just lost their way here. You see, Faramis getting solo killed out here in mid lane, really in a position he didn't need to be in at all. They just kind of, I don't know, just on the map, but not really with any good intent. And blue side is just capitalizing on everything right now.
We got Fast Hands Gusion in the house. My God, calm down. You're just absolutely destroying the team. And they combined it with the Fast Hand Lance. Like, the side of Red Squad is in trouble.
They definitely are, man.
Oh,
the burst coming out of this side.
Fatal Links comes out. Coal Altar might not be enough to save them all. We do see Esmeralda possibly trying to get out of there. Oh. The screen went wild. Lance does secure the double kill. Takes out 3 again for a side of 0. This is insane. Blue squad is absolutely dominated. Already got that 10k gold lead. Gusion does go in. Does take out Clint, but does sacrifice and get killed by the Karina.
And they're going to force down that mid and hill, bot and hill, pretty much open all of red side's base here with that push. And that's all with the first lord still being up, not taken. So not looking very good if you're on the red side right now.
Yeah, 9 minutes in, the base already cracked. Again, an 11k gold lead now, and it's constantly climbing right now. Red squad is in a big hole, and I'm not sure if they're going to be able to dig it out of this pace. And we do see Karina going down once again. Cross going in with the lance. It looks like they're just kind of holding out here. Might. Ooh, that passive of the tower. They don't even care. They're taking all of the shots. They secure that bottom turret. They're not even going for Lord. They're just trying to end it at this point. Lance going in. The Coal Altar gets baited out. Gusion, Fast Hands tries to do something. Blue squad coming in. Do we see the Fatal Links connect? Kufra still in the dip. Ooh, Karina coming in. Almost trying to mop it up, but the Fast Hand Gusion comes into the house. Cleans them up. Not fast enough to get out of the base inhibitor, though.
Yeah, no, but I mean, just the way Gusion's flying around this map right now, picking up a lot of these kills, it really goes back to that healthy XP lane start he had. I mean, he had 3 kills solo back to back on that Esme, and I mean, we can't deny it. It paid off for his scaling. I mean, he's reached a point where he's just going for anything he wants. If he sees someone out of position, he's going for it. Even when they are in position, I mean, Karina's underneath their Nexus, heading back to their fountain, and Gujin still with the confidence to dive in and pick up that kill.
Yeah, I'm still absolutely surprised they're not going for Lord. I think they might be waiting for Enhanced Lord, which is an interesting play.
Well, if they are, this sure is risky business what they're doing right now with this Enhanced Lord getting ready to come up. They're committing to this fight right now.
They said we don't even need an Enhanced Lord. We just took out 2 of your people for none of ours. We are gonna see Blue Squad pushing in here. Maybe showing a little bit of a presence, trying to secure that last tower. The Lilia does decide to come out into the battle. Ooh, Lance hitting the Rose Dash there. Able to put in a lot of pressure. Coulter has not came off yet, and it didn't there. So we do see, oh my god, the damage. Wesker gameplay tries to come in. We see the flicker and the rapid fire, but it's not enough. We do see Lance collapse in, and the Fatal Links go off for a team wipe. Blue Squad now hitting the TPs and taking the base.
Wow. Yeah, man. I mean, this quickly got out of hand, but we did learn 2 things. And one is that Blue Side knows how to take a lead and maximize it and really take off with that snowball. And it looks like on the side of Red, after one mistake, they're not maybe too well adapted to playing from behind. It seems like after the first stumble, it just turned into a trip, a slip, and a slide right into the defeat screen there.
A trip, slip, and a slide right into the your own tower, huh?
Man, right back to base.
Yeah, the Fairness didn't seem to do too well, being 0-7-0. Esmeralda having a tough time as well. I don't know if it was a ping difference or what, but GG. Shout out, good play. Hopefully we'll see you guys come back with a little bit more training in the future. But I think we are now going into the semifinals, round 1.
Nice. Advancing in this.
Someone's hosting a lobby on T-Rex account right now.
We got a couple teams out there tonight playing, huh?
They're always playing, man. They're always playing. Getting her done. That's for sure. That is for sure. We'll see what I can get you back into this lobby. I forgot to invite you last lobby.
Oh no, you're good. Load up real quick. So now that's right. We have was it Bloodhounds versus Gato, I believe.
That's what I believe, yeah. That I do believe.
I am online, so you can go ahead and send the invite whenever you're ready.
Gotcha. Seeing if I can. I think the teams are kind of just chilling and chillaxing right now, so we'll see what they possibly do.
Nothing wrong with that. A little chill session before you hit the battlefield. Gotta be in the right mind.
Yeah. Let's see here. See what they definitely get done. I think the match wasn't supposed to take place till like 11, so they got roughly about 5 minutes, but we'll see if they definitely can get in earlier here.
Definitely. All good either way. These matches have been falling right in line with their little schedule they have here, and the team's been showing up promptly, so I'm definitely not concerned about it.
No, they're doing really good.
Definitely.
No,
dang it, another invite.
they did go Faramis Mage, which was quite an interesting pick, to be honest, man. Faramis Mage is bad. I mean, hey, it does what it needs to do. It depending on if you can do it, I guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't go
never
so
know.
far as it's has to say it's bad. Not properly executed, maybe not properly drafted, but I'm not gonna stand here for this Faramis slander.
This Faramis slander.
Yeah,
Yo.
you just can't allow such things.
Hey, it happens sometimes. You never know. Faramis does sometimes lack a little bit depending on what's going down. That is for sure. Let's see. Looks like they are coming into the game here, chat. Which
Oh, so we have Gato against God Squad again?
that's what it looks like.
No, God Squad. I guess they're gone. No, they aren't back.
No, it's Gato. Gato squad. Yep.
Are we sure who they're supposed to be facing right now?
It should be nope, it looks like the other team. I think they're mixing it up a little bit. I think they're doing not the winners of the first two games going against each other. I think they're like crossing it, you know, like the winner of the second tier is now going against the first tier to kind of keep it equal.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely see what they can do this time around. Shot. Yeah, I feel you there. Blink. We got a lot of spectators in this one.
Full house.
Now, Faramis is OP. I like Faramis, so we'll see. It looks like both teams are ready. Jumping into the semifinals, round one here. We got Gato versus I don't know what the other squad's name was. As you can see, I'm not super prepared, but we're here.
Your team is banning.
I think this was
My blood boils
Your
until the
team is
day
banned.
I think it was like Sailor Mayo.
Ocean is not just
Your
a
team
Hopefully I didn't butcher that like a dumb American, but but do we see, I mean, last game we got a little bit more knowledge on these teams now, like that we've seen how they like to play. We've seen this Gato squad like to go with the Angela Balmon, and we're already seeing that they're banning the Balmon, getting it out of the way automatically already, you know. So we're looking at some solid plays, I would say, you know, like we're looking at the Balmon getting out of here. The Julian is still on the field. Valentina is gone, so we'll find out. We'll see what they want to do. What do you think, Deku?
Right now, so far, we got some standard bans off on the red side.
The respect Gujin ban.
Yeah, definitely. Must have been watching them play. So I can't be mad at that. Definitely was a menace in that XP lane.
We see I think it's Hanako? Hopefully I'm not butchering your name. Appreciate the subscribe. I see you in the game. Yeah, Fast Hand Gushin in the house. Yeah, we were watching. What are these bands? They're actually it's pronounced like meow meow. Ah, okay. So Sailor Meow Meow. Okay. I like it.
Wait for no man nor girl.
I like it. I like it. Hey, appreciate the subscribe as well, SWBF. Much love, fam. The Bia does get in here. This is the first time I've actually seen an Xavier in quite a long time. I felt like he's kind of fell out of the meta, but now he's kind of coming back into the meta.
Sure do hope so. I really like Xavier.
No, he was definitely a really solid pick back in the day. Stool very solid if you know how to get it, but they counter. They go with the Lolita.
Yeah, Lolita is kind of a good answer to that Xavier pick.
I love so. Who's what? I'll give you the prediction here in a second. We do see that they are going with a little bit of the Comfort Angela pick here, which is quite interesting. It kind of, I'm not again, I've never seen an Angela Jawhead combo, so maybe this would be a different, like I don't ever see this in the pro leagues for Mobile Legends in NA, so maybe a tide changer. The Kagura would be definitely a decent play here as well. Being able to get away from the they go for an Esmeralda instead, Deku. I think Deku died again. It's all right though, or maybe I accidentally hit a button. I don't think I did. Oh, we're still here.
The hunt begins.
Yeah, what up, Mitchell? Hell yeah, brother. Red side winning for sure. I mean, looking very smooth, you know.
For a punch. Your team is banning.
The problem that we're gonna see. You like Deku's casting? He's trying to get into the scene, Boca. He's trying to get in the money's on red. I mean, the Lolita, the Bia, the Esme, like those are such meta picks that again you lot, and that's what I was wondering. You know, I was like, is an Angela Jawhead something to be worried about? I mean, definitely could be changing tides here.
Back have a little issue over here in the backgrounds. Here with it's really just me being fat, being American, trying to order some food on DoorDash.
Oh my gosh. What you ordering over there, Deku?
Man, nothing even crazy. You know me, I got the Sonic and all of my little slushies.
Oh boy.
But no, I didn't want to say something though, but I do like the Jawhead jungle pick. I don't know if you've been talking about it. I've faced it a little here and there, and he's actually ridiculously strong sometimes with that damage. It's really underrated. It's not meta by any means, but I think it's a pretty fantastic pocket pick to really learn. If you just want something to kind of, you know, diversify your jungle pool, I think Jawhead's a worthwhile investment. And they have that Angela out there. And man, the hard guard on Jawhead with that ejector ult, it's ridiculous, man. He just gets in the back line. He kind of gets a little bit of a freebie if you don't have an answer to kind of stop that.
Yeah, I mean, the Lunox is a really good pick here. I mean, I think it's just gonna come down to who's gonna play better. You know, like I can't fully say that if an Angela Jawhead combo is going to be like completely meta. I think it's going to come down to the players, but from draft side, definitely Red Squad's looking really good. We've already seen the Lance absolutely destroy it. So we're going to see here. I mean, the Julian pick was a little off to me since they already had a mage. And now it looks like they're just kind of like, they're building a lot of magic, and I mean that could be to maybe force the team to build a lot of anti-magic and allow the Popo to scale.
Yeah, man. I mean, I'm really rooting for this Jawhead side, honestly. But I won't lie, the red side draft there is very strong. I mean, they have quite a few answers to that Xavier pick. I mean, both sides really have pretty good dives here. I'd say it's pretty balanced as far as the give and take on the draft, as far as getting prio picks. They give Julian, you know, maybe the Xavier should still count that as prio, but still pick up the Beatrix and the Esmeralda. So, you know, nothing really too one-sided in draft. As far as the other lanes, it's, you know, it's pretty even out there right now. So.
Yeah, and again, I think for both the teams, it's just gonna come. I think it's just gonna come down to, again, like who plays better, who's gonna set up. You know, like if you can set up a really good pick with the Jawhead Angela, I mean, definitely might be well worth it. It's gonna come down to communication. It's something I haven't seen a lot. But I definitely can tell you that this Xavier's probably going to get punished. We do see Red Squad coming in onto the Angela. Oh my god, the Xavier CC allowing the Angela to get out. Catches most of the team. The Lance does come in to try to get a lot of peel. Take in mind that we're only a minute into this match and they are both being semi-aggressive here, Deku.
I mean, and that's what you like to see. You don't want to let any side just have their way with your river or any contest. You know, sometimes you gotta fight back a little bit. You gotta let them know you're also here on the map. It's not just a 5v no one. You know, there's 5 of us over here. There's a couple of us in this mid lane, and we're ready to fight just as much as you are.
Oh, exactly. And again, I thought they were gonna pick that the Sicilian to go secure the late game. We are just seeing really good rotations by the side of Red Squad. Blue Sky's gonna have to watch out for these heavy set ganks. Jawhead really focusing on controlling a lot of the jungle, trying to set and stop the Lance from farming away here, Deku.
Yeah, and while we're talking about stopping them from farming, one thing we should note here is while Xavier, you know, he's still a good, really strong pick, and we've seen this Angela pick on the side of Gato here work really well for them, but that Lunox clear speed, along with the ability to set up an ambush, a quick gank with Lolita, maybe some follow-up from Lance, is going to keep that Xavier and Angela very honest to those rotations. If they don't have information, rotating really isn't safe. As you can see, Lolita's already setting up for him here, catching out Xavier here, and plays like that are what's going to keep that mid lane in check while this turn getting up without much success.
But the Jawhead toss does come in, and the Lolita does go down. Angela, Heart coming out, and then the Lance does make it through. Red Squad, Cross stuck between a tough place here. Is he gonna have enough dashes to get out? They do try the hardest, but the Julian does take him down. Lance goes down as well. That is crazy how much damage we're seeing from this Jawhead jungle.
Hey man, I called this in the draft. I said that damage is very underrated. People are sleeping on Jawhead's damage right now in that jungle if he gets slotted. He's a good quiet pick, man. He really is. Like you see, like I said, that Heart Guard with that ejector, it's hard to stop. You really can't stop it. He gets a freebie to the back line, and if he secures that toss, it's basically a kill to your team if the follow-up is there on time, and it was. They got 3 kills traded out for a turtle. If you're Gato, you're not mad at that at all.
I mean, that gives a solid gold lead to allow them to keep scaling. And of course, like, we're not seeing too many ganks up on the top lane to maybe stop the scaling of the Popo. So I gotta give it out to the Jawhead. The Jawhead is absolutely controlling, trying to... Oh my god, the Dawning Light connects onto 2 of them. Lunox in a lot of trouble. There's 4 of them here. Jawhead does dive in, but the Popo does secure the kill into the top lane there, Deku.
Man, yeah, like I said, I'm rooting for this. You know, I want this to happen. I knew this would happen. I've seen this kind of lineup, seen this kind of comp, and I mean, they're just executing the way they need to with this pick. They're playing very aggressive. They're getting the pick-offs, getting the stacks in these team fights. They're stacking up with each other. It's all just going in their favor.
Most definitely is. And again, this is what I was saying. I think it just is going to come down to the player base and how well they can communicate and set up these plays. the micro plays. The Xavier CC is absolutely playing a huge factor here. Tied into the Julian, but the Lolita comes in. Forever Gosu does take him out. And we do see the Jawhead being able to secure a kill as well. Cross goes down. Oh my god, they even secure the turtle here. Lots of damage coming down. Get a double kill. This Angela Jawhead combo seems too thick. I think, like I was saying, Boca said in the chat that we're gonna have to see a lot of anti-heal be built up, and we're just not seeing that now. And then the Esmeralda not able to scale is in having a definitely a factor into this as well. They just have a lot of CC and slow on the side of Blue Squad.
Yeah, man, this Jawhead is really having his way. And I also have to say, speaking of CC, I think the lack of it on the side of the red side team here is really enabling this Jawhead to kind of have his way. He's already really strong, like I said, and he's really durable with his own shield. You know, he's got the free ejector ult for the shield backed up to dive into that back line. But when you slap that Angela, we've seen it perform with that Bowman technique in their very first match. And when you put that heart on top of Jawhead and you got minimal CC, it's having the exact same effect that they had with the Ballman. He's just getting that back, getting double kills, triple kills. He's having his way right now.
100% having the way right now. Definitely controlling a lot of the map. But we might see some change coming into the late game here. Lolita in the thick of it does get tossed. Let's see. They're still going in. Oh my god, the Xavier. Oh my, the flicker. How in the world did that Bia make it out of there?
Nah, man, yeah. I mean, look at this guy. This Jawhead doesn't care what's going on. He's on their jungle. He's chasing the core around. He's throwing Tang. He's getting stacked with heart guards, dropping triples, dropping doubles, making every body burn.
God, that dawning light absolutely connecting, taking out Forever Gosu. Middle tower does go down.
You
now.
can tell this is executed. They didn't just pick this spy on some.
Deku's lagging like a mofo, chat.
Look, they really run this coming ahead and got the mid tower down. Have
The combo's definitely interesting, I'm not gonna lie. The Julian playing a really good like key factor of holding down a lot of the team and not allowing them to escape. Maybe possibly if the Lunox can start taking off, then it's going to be insane. And again, I think it definitely comes down to players here, you know, like seeing the Julian being able to hit a lot of those CCs and control a lot of the team fights, like definitely turning the tide. And then just the overall comp and the communication between the Jawhead and the Angela is showing that blue team's doing it. But we can't count red team out of there. Like they're playing passive and they've lost 2 towers, but it's not like completely over. Like they still have a little bit of a fighting chance. Even though it's 9-1, I feel like they might be able to turn some tides. The sprint by Xavier to come into the bottom lane to maybe get a little bit of a jump here. Popo and Kupo going at it. To be honest, I think Esmeralda and Bia need to swap lanes right now. Bia's being under farmed because of overextending.
They don't want me to cast about the robot, man.
you were definitely robot in.
Yeah, man, I'm falling in love with the Jawhead. I want to become him.
I mean, the Jawhead's playing decent, you know. Not even going for like a tank Jawhead. Went for the blade hap out of the go. Ooh, but the Lolita constantly getting caught here. Ooh, Esmeralda does dive into the back line with the falling star moon. Is it going to be enough though? The Jawhead really wants to get in there. The speed is a little bit too much. Does get tossed into his own team. The turret still survives. A dawning light connects. It takes down 2 of them.
Nah, this is crazy. I mean, this whole team is just executing on all cylinders right now.
Yo, that Dawning Light was clutch. Yo. Absolutely crazy. You surviving over there, Deku?
Oh yeah, I'm good, man. I think. Am I?
I think you are now. This
Have you never-
Xavier's been crazy, dude. The Xavier that the Jawhead have just been like capitalizing on it. I mean, we only see one kill on the side of Red Squad, and they're just not able to get anything right now. I thought they would have definitely been feeding on this Xavier, but it's the opposite. The Xavier is now feeding on them.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Like I said, they're just firing on all cylinders. No one on this team is making any mistakes really for the red side to really capitalize on. I mean, at this point, even if they did, I feel like they still have leeway to kind of just, get out of jail free card right now.
Yeah, no.
We're not worried about you. We got a Jawhead right now.
No, exactly. There's just overall combo's been crazy, and I suspect it would maybe the Esmeralda coming being able to probably change the tide coming into this mid to late game, because again, like I was saying, like they do have a sizable gold lead. I mean, 12-1, but the red squad is looking good, and I feel like if the Esmeralda's able to scale up, they'll be able to take and eat a lot of the shield that Angela and Jawhead produce and could possibly turn the tide into this late game.
You would hope so, but I mean, the way Gato has been playing, and the way they performed in the first match, expecting them to kind of throw this game away and let that Esmeralda scaled up, I don't see it happening. It's only the second game I've seen them play, but the way they played the first game is the exact way they're playing the second game, man. I think they're good.
Gee, the Dawning Light does come, but only hits onto the Lunox. Ooh, I thought they were gonna try to play something here. The Gato squad needs to end this game like ASAP. The Lord enhancement does come out. I normally don't see a lot of people wait for the Lord enhancement, but they are. And we're seeing a Dawning Light come out. Jawhead does go into the thick of it here. Does take out Lolita once again. Not able to do much. Cross on the run. Do we see them go down here? Jawhead. Oh, the retry comes off. Is it going to be enough? Lots of damage coming out. Not able to get out of there. Jawhead Angelo combo does secure the kill. We now are going to see an uncontested Lord, because now the retry is gone. Jawhead trying. Looked like he was gonna try to look in the bushes, but decided to get out of there. Deku.
I mean, this guy is tossing them around like paperweights at this point.
No, this Angelo combo. I mean, we've seen it with the Balmon, and now we see it with the Jawhead. Definitely something else.
Yeah, like I said, this is definitely a practice combo for them. I mean, this Angela and a durable, get in your face fighter is really like their bread and butter, and they are no strangers to it. I mean, the first game they did great, but this game it's been flawless. Basically, it's 14-1. What is that? A 9K, 8K gold lead there from their side. I mean, they're just mopping the floor right now with this team. It's not like the red side team is bad. We just watched them, kind of dominating their game. But I don't know. Gato is making a mess of this team right now.
No, I think it's just coming down to just like the overall team comp. And again, like I said, it's just like the ability to make key plays like that. Like, look at the damage put down onto the Esmeralda. The Lord definitely gonna take this tower. Oh my god! The damage by the Julian. They don't even need the Lord. Lunox definitely trying to get some kills here. The Immortality does pop. Forever Gushin in a lot of trouble here. Does get the shutdown though. But is it going to be enough? The base does go down, Deku.
I mean, it's official. At this point, I'm a Gato fan. I love these guys.
I love these guys.
I love seeing the off-meta picks get slotted. I love seeing it thrive. I love to see it win. I definitely love to see it be the MVP. But I don't know, man. I think this whole five is the MVP. These guys all played really good, real well together. You can see the chemistry in between them.
Definitely. The Julian did really well in the XP lane. I did not, to be honest, I did not suspect that to happen. You know, like I've seen in the past that Julian just doesn't strive in the XP lane, but I think it was just more of the snowball effect that the team created that allowed the Julian to excel and then turn the tide against the Esmeralda. Again, the Esmeralda was 0-3-0, so the team fight participations between 3 of them on their team is 0%. So it looks like it was a little hard for them to actually get into team fights, and the Gato squad just did not let up, did not let them breathe, Deku.
They didn't. I mean, once they got the lead, it started with the Jawhead kind of taking off. We gotta talk about my man Jawhead. Once he kind of took off,
dude.
They never looked back. The foot was on the pedal to the max the entire match.
No, it was definitely a crazy game. Welcome back, Sayuri. No, it was crazy, dude. And again, like I said, when you see these types of picks like that, even though like Red Squad just had such like meta picks, it comes down to like communication, being able to make plays and then capitalize on them. The Gushin did get banned. I mean, they were definitely targeting that's for sure.
Yeah, man, Gato. You know, teams like Gato, they ran a pretty standard comp their first match on here tonight. But that Jawhead jungle, I really think just threw off Riz. I don't think they faced a team like that. I don't think they faced a team with the Julian and the XP, a Jawhead in the jungle with a Heart Guard, Angela stacking on top, Dawning Lights coming at them across the map, up a pole that basically ignored everything, and all he did was go for towers because his team was just, I don't know, just had a slaughter fest in every single fight they had. You just never know what to expect from a team like this. A Jawhead jungle? No one sees Jawhead jungle. You're not ready for that. You don't have a draft for that, an answer for that already. They just went out there and Jawhead just completely blindsided them with that.
No, 100%. It was absolutely crazy. But we're now in the second round of the semifinals. We just seen Gato squad make it to the grand finals now, and whoever the winner of these two teams now makes it also to the grand finals, where we'll do a best of 3 if I'm not mistaken. And then so we got this game and one more, and we're gonna see who takes home the victory in this tournament. All in one day, the tournament all in one day, chat. On a Friday.
Easy. Also, can you give me an invite back to the lobby real quick? Nice. Right on time.
Oh yeah, you were just getting in there, man.
I'm actually kind of excited to see this game.
I don't know if Xavier's worth a ban. The person that just played Xavier definitely was insane. And I think it just, again, like Deku said, it just come down to the combination of the team. Like I don't know what their chemistry, their cohesion, their communication just seemed to excel.
They are cracked. They're definitely practicing. That's what it is. They're just a different, like the tourney or scrimming. You guys are putting in work.
All righty, round 2 of the semifinals. Technically, in match 2, because this is 2 different teams. So let's get into it. Let's see who's gonna win. DK versus the Bloodhounds.
All right, so got to get their pain out the way. knowing who we got on, after we've seen the one match with DKs, we're unfamiliar with them, but after their first performance, right, and seeing this team, Bloodhound, being led by Boca Roscoe, who we know, who I'm personally fond of. Like I said, I love his streaming, love his mid lane. Getting all that out the way and them some gameplay on that gold lane. Who are you looking to see edge out with a win here in this match?
I mean, both teams made it here. They put in the grit and the time to get the dimes. So I don't know, man. I mean, what I need to see from DK is that I need.
Hey, is that trademark and copyright?
Is that trademark? Put in the time to get the dime, my guy. That's what I'm saying, dude. That's G the Kaio copyrighted 2022. But
didn't even notice, but we got a respect ban already with the
get that
Lu Yi pick.
Finny out of here. The Lu Yi. I mean, the Lu Yi absolutely killed it. Was random, and I feel like the Lu Yi really killed it just because they fell into that Estus. So we'll see, you know. But like I was saying from the very beginning, DK, what they really need to focus on here is possibly controlling Boca. From what I've seen from the last game, the mage, I feel like it's going to be a battle of titans in mid lane right now. Both mages absolutely godly. So let's see what they go for. Pulling out the Bia in the early game, securing that marksman already on the side of Bloodhound Deku.
That's right. We got the Beatrix, so immediately got the Popole answer right back from the side of DKs there. I'm pretty sure that's going to their goal lane like it did in their previous match. Not a bad answer into the Beatrix pick from Dim Sum. But we do know Dim Sum does know how to start that snowball and capitalize with that Beatrix. So if that Popole does not abuse that early game, they're going to be in for a world of trouble. Dim Sum does not come to play with his Beatrix. And they take the Sicilian. I don't know if that's maybe a little steal pick, maybe to deny the pick from Boca Roscoe. I would assume maybe it is because we did see Boca take off with that Sicilian. So it might be a little bit of draft games going on from the side of DKs. You ban our Lu Yi, we take your Sicilian.
I definitely feel some shame coming here, you know, like DK's over here like, listen, Boca, let me show you how to play Sicilian. They took that out the board. Again, I mean, now you've done shot your shade, right? Now we got to see how the Sicilian plays off. But what a lot of teams fail to recognize when they pick a Sicilian is that most of the time, unless you're really good at managing your stacks and you get them fast, like the Sicilian is hard to deal with early in the game. I'm actually surprised by Bloodhound that we see that them going for a Ling. I would have suspected maybe a Balmon pick, but we'll see again how the Ling fails out into this game, you know. Because from the side of Bloodhound, they need to end this game early. Don't allow the Sicilian to do anything.
Honestly, I was really hoping right now when they hovered that Masha, I was looking for it to be locked. I love a good Masha pick, especially on Roam. I know a lot of people like to run an XP. I'm a firm believer that Masha Roam diffs Masha XP any day of the week, and it would have been a perfect time to run it. They have a damaged jungle, which Masha absolutely feeds on. You get to delay the lane, and then after the early game's over, after the mid game kind of trickles into the late game, and Masha finally has her items in, you get the focusing on that Beatrix. Now you become the backline one-shot god. But they went for the Yu Zhong. I don't know if maybe the Masha was going to go XP and they went ahead and switch to the Yu Zhong, or if they just didn't want to go ahead and rush the Masha pick and still saving that for Rome. I hope that's the case. I want to see Masha.
So what I'm kind of suspecting here, again, like I said, it seems like they're targeting Boca pretty hard here. You know, like the Yu Zhong pick, that already like falls into the area of that they suspected that Bloodhound was gonna pick an Eve. So picking up the Yu Zhong stops the ability for Eve to come out. And I mean, it still could possibly come out, but it definitely a solid counter for it. And I mean, of course, it can put up a little bit of a fight against an Esmeralda in the XP lane. So I feel like that's where DK's was coming from. Again, like I said, they're really targeting Boca here. They did get rid of the Atlas as well.
And on the side of Bloodhound, they did get rid of that Masha. So any thoughts of maybe trying to up that Yu Zhong and still slot that Masha later just went out the window? I truly do feel like they should have went ahead and took advantage of that. But they go ahead and lock a Belleric into this match. And that is not something you ever, unless you've seen it, I don't know, you've been casting it way more than me, but I've never hopped on a stream and seen Belleric get slotted.
And you normally don't. But the biggest thing that we are seeing here is that Bloodhound's team is very basic damage heavy right now with the Ling, with the Bia, with the Esmeralda, and I feel like the Belric kind of just fits that slot. But they do return the favor. They go with a Lunox, which Lunox is definitely a meta mage right now, able to escape a lot of stuff here. Definitely a solid pick by Boca. And then they even went with a Lolita, which will hopefully stop I mean, I'm not quite sure what the Lolita is going to be doing here, to be honest. I mean, maybe the Numion
maybe
Blast.
for the Sicilian, maybe, or just, yeah, maybe that, just for a good set. Lolita has been very reliable with sets. One of the big reasons she's normally picked is for those sets that re-engage or just a straight engage just to start off the fight. But I do want to note, though, yes, Lunox is a very good pick, but I do have to question Boca Rosca with the Lunox here. He's pretty well versed in a lot of mages, but Lunox isn't really one of those mages that he kind of hit the ground running with. Something he's been practicing with. I have seen him practice with it on the stream. He did want to add it to his pool. I'm not sure how far along he got with it. So while the Lunox picks is good in this game, we're going to have to see if all that practice has paid off and if that pool has gotten just a little bit deeper for Boca in that mid lane.
Yeah, and like what kind of slipped through the grasp right there is they last picked that jungle, securing the Saber, which counters the Ling. We're seeing definitely some counters being played here. So again, I mean, this is gonna be crazy. We do have a lot of CC and a lot of control from red side, from the DKs. Let's see what Bloodhound can do here to again, I always say, like, a team might look really, really good in the draft, but sometimes it comes down to how well you can play the actual heroes that you've picked.
That's right. And, you know, one thing I am hoping to see a lot of out of DK's side is really on their roam. I know a lot of people maybe not be too familiar with Belric, or maybe just don't care about too much about his kit. But me personally, I'm an avid roam player. That's my main game, is the roam position. And I'd like to see some micro out of this Belric. Maybe not to always only focus on that Beatrix with that, you know, let the passive do the work, let the S1 handle the taunt, getting that damage out with that Vengeance. I want to see some pre-placed ult taunts from Belric when those tips of blades pop out. So as soon as Ling hits the ground, he's immediately taunted in that ult. I want to see some plays like that from Belric. I don't want to see the regular old running and ult. I need to see some intent out there.
No, exactly. Again, both teams are going to be competing for the spot in the grand finals coming up here next, so definitely stay tuned. We have a massive match coming next, but now we're looking at, again, I want to see what can possibly come down here. We know Bloodhounds knows how to play objectives. They know how to control the map, and we got to see DK do something that disrupts that flow, you know, stops the Bloodhounds from sniffing their prey out and attacking. And as I say that, they're already putting on a lot of pressure on this Popo, Deku.
Like I did state earlier in that draft, if that Popo doesn't get to execute his early game into that Beatrix, Dim Sum is going to be a problem. We already seen him play this Beatrix earlier. He knows how to scale. He knows how to capitalize on his snowball lead. The worst thing that can happen in this game for DK is not being able to shut down Dim Sum, or at the very least, be able to slow him down.
Oh no, 100%, you know. And we're seeing the Esmeralda. Oh, the Ling already has the tip of the blades, does connect. We see him grabbing the swords and absolutely slaying it here. A lot of gold being taken off of this tower here. Uchiha, and a little bit of a problem. Esmeralda is in deep, does back out. I think it's gonna come down to if this Saber can catch this Ling at this point. Oh my god! Boca said, GG, well played. You're not gonna show me how to play a Sicilian here, Deku.
Yeah, he's already falling behind in Boca in those regards. Boca dropping no deaths in that game on his Sicilian. Already Uchiha's out right as the turtles coming in. Yuzhong barely playing up for his level 4. I don't think they can test for this turtle law. I think they'll go ahead and give that up to DKs for free right now.
Yeah, I mean, by the side of DK, what their winning condition here is that they need to make it into the late game, you know. And I was telling you earlier, like Bloodhound's winning condition here is that they need to end this game fast, you know. Don't allow the Saber to take off. Don't allow the Sicilian to take off, or just keep them out of their lanes, you know. Don't let them breathe.
Definitely not. And if I know Boca, if I know the type of team he's building up, they're definitely going to execute or try the best to execute on those winning conditions. And they died.
Oh my god!
Wow. I mean, what a combo they were. They were picked up in the tower.
Ooh, but it's not enough
Out
yet.
of here?
My
Wow.
god, that was
What
in
a
the
dot.
second tier tower, man. The Saber again does not produce enough damage to take out that Ling early in.
Not at all. I mean, that's crazy. Honestly, the dive they just pulled off was so smooth. You can tell the comms are crisp wherever they're at. Behind both is probably insane shot calling, bursting out that Belric a little bit there.
Belric is definitely gonna have to recall here. And again, like we're not. It is a 3-0, you know. So 3-0, still no kills secured by DK. So Bloodhound's absolutely executing what's going on here, not allowing the DK's team to breathe. You know, like they're kind of just choking them out, not allowing Sicilian to get stacks. Popo's not doing too hot in his lane, constantly having to get out. Oh, and we see the Ling, the Tempest of Blades coming out, does secure it onto the Popo, does secure the kill as well. I'm not quite understanding how the Ling did not get shot by any of that tower for killing the Popo there. quite an interesting play, that's for sure. Being able to secure it. They're not able to get too much out of the tower though, besides the kill, which I mean, again, stops them from farming here. Yuzong is in a lot of trouble. Dragon form does pop. He is able to escape barely. We do see now the turtle is zoned out. Again, Saber's just having a tough time. They're just absolutely choking him, Deku.
Yeah, on the side of the DKs, they're gonna have to sit. They're gonna have to quickly come up with an idea, brainstorm a way to kind of staunch the bleeding going on right now that Bloodhound is creating. I mean, Bloodhound found an opening, and they've been sniffing every single route to further this gold ever since. And if they don't come up with a plan right now, it's only gonna get worse here. We're only 5 minutes into the game.
Oh no, 100%. That is for sure. But again, the Saber is doing pretty well, you know, trying to keep up, only a level behind the Ling here, looking to possibly maybe secure a pick on Boca here. Does not. I'm not quite sure what's going on, to be honest. Does come in. Does he get the ultimate? Does pop and takes down Boca. I was actually he took his time definitely getting there though.
Definitely did there. It might have been a little bit of a misclick there from the side of Boca. I thought maybe he would go for his light ult, but he kind of dark ulted right into Saber there.
Wasn't able to escape here. The dragon does pop off. Templess is a thick boy though, so no problem. Able to take a lot of damage here, but Yuzong is healing and trying to dish out a damage, and this is the gold gap difference that happens. Like, you're just not able to secure a kill on such a thick enemy. And while I'm saying this, we are seeing the Tempest of Blades going off in the top lane. Popo just kind of took it, decided to back out. Oh my god, why did you not push that? Yo, cannot say enough. I cannot believe they allowed that Ling to escape, Deku.
I can't either. But I know one thing. I also can't believe the side of DK let their Popole get pushed down so hard in this lane. I mean, he's really your only option, the only condition right now to upkeep to try to slow that Beatrix down, and he never got a chance to take the Beatrix down. As I say, Beatrix goes ahead and takes down that mid tower. Like, he's knows how to find that gold. He knows how to maximize his snowball. Even without a kill right now, he's still 1,000 gold ahead of the highest gold owner on the side of DKs.
Exactly. They're absolutely, and this comes down just to the micro plays of being able to constantly farm the Ling and always communicating with the side lanes to go in and take a kill. And as you can see that there are always targeting the Popo or the Sicilian, two people that have a really tough time having to deal with a Ling.
Definitely.
Ooh.
Looks like they're kind of pressuring that Saber there in his jungle. Maybe looking to do a little chip damage, making this turtle a little easy to pick up for when Ling rotates down here. Look, they're choking down on his own.
Yeah, and I mean, there's a lot of them there. Popo does get picked off again.
Yeah, man, he's not having a fun time in that gold lane.
No, he's having a real tough time. The Bia and the Ling just absolutely clapping it here. Belric in a lot of trouble. A lot of Bloodhound here.
He did at least kind of make a little bit of an effort there with that taunt. He did disrupt the Numium Blast. Maybe he saved himself from some punches from the side of Bloodhound there, but they're gonna go ahead and start up on this board with this position being in the distance in between them and DK is definitely free. Definitely taking that first floor with no contest.
Nah. And again, I mean, it's 8 minutes in, and I think Bloodhound is staying to the predictions that I kind of set out on the table, you know? Like, they need to finish this game. They're probably going to try to go for the finish. I mean, they're going to probably try to go for Kraken in the base with this Lord, and then maybe go for the next Lord to finish. I feel like that's their overall goal.
Definitely, with the way they've been going, they might. I mean, no, they could potentially get this down. Maybe with this first Lord. I mean, if they pull off a play like they did in that mid lane tower dive on Sicilian with that Numium Blast, the Lunox Dark ult in, Ling Tempest of Blades coming in, they could definitely wipe out the side of DKs underneath that tower with a well executed tower siege. And we do see the taunts being burnt out. Skills are being burnt out from the side of DK. That might just be a case on this. And you can see Beatrix is pushing up there. If you look up in the top lane.
Oh, man. And like I said, they wanted to crack into the base, and they did crack into the base. And they actually might take some more base. Look at the Lord still pushing in. No one's able to really do damage on him. Oh, my God. The Ling dives in, secures the kill into the backline. Boca in the thick of it, getting bullied by a lot of minions. Implus does come in to give a little bit of a hand here. Do we see the end super early here, Deku?
Maybe not right here on this, but if things keep going the way they are right now, I don't think DK is going to be here much longer.
Oh, I think this might smell it, because we do see the Tempest of Blades come in, but it's not enough. He does try to get it to Saber. Does not secure the ultimate onto the Ling. Is zoning him out though. All of the base inhibitors go down. So the tier 3 towers met their fate with one Lord.
Not gonna lie, watching this, I think Boca maybe has a little something out there for Uchiha over there, taking that Sicilian pick. Think that he did hop over that wall with the dark ult and went ahead and burned him out again with the help of Esme. Maybe he's sending a little bit of a message, you know, don't play mind games with us in draft. I'll show you how to not play Sicilian.
Yeah, you know, oh my God, the damage from the Ling right now, the crit is insane. Going in alone and putting down that much damage was crazy. Looking for a pick, but wasn't able to secure it. Does put a lot of pressure and kind of, like, you know, puts a little bit of fear inside of DK's team, you know. Now they know they can't overextend. The Lord is here. To be honest, like, they really need to go for this Lord. Bloodhounds looking for a set, maybe looking for maybe an overplay. They do.
This is crazy. Like, how we definitely have to talk about. I just noticed that we're looking at these items here. They're not even gonna get any scaling out of their Sicilian. He has Enchanted Talisman, Necklace Endurance, and Divine Glade. There's no clock, there's no
Numion Blast coming in, going to set on all of the team. Ling Tempest of Blades does connect, takes out 3 of them, takes out 4 of them, takes out all 5. We see Bloodhound taking the dub.
No way.
And
Again,
now into the
another
grand finals.
Victory!
again a second game where two very well performing teams in their own individual matches leading up to these semis. I kind of one sided from one of the other winners. I mean, kind of made this look like they didn't kind of blow out the other team to make it to the semifinals, getting blown out in their own match here.
Yeah. Again,
I
I
have to say,
mean,
I am disappointed in the. I don't know. I feel like the draft could have been so much better. I mean, they left the Marshall on the board. They slotted a Belleric in, and really didn't get anything out of that pick.
Yeah.
The Sicilian's items. I don't know. There was a lot of things wrong with this comp. I just feel like DK's might have to hit the drawing board again with this drafting.
I could definitely see that. We are getting into the grand finals now. The other team wasn't supposed to be ready until I think it was like 12. So that's like still roughly about 20 minutes from now, roughly. So we'll see if we can get them in early. If not, we might just have to chill here for a second and kind of talk it out. I definitely I feel the same way with you, man. Like now we're going into the grand finals here. Bloodhounds. They're sniffing the blood in the water here. They're gonna be going against
It's Bloodhound versus Legato, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think Smoker did say earlier in the chat they lost to that Jawhead Angela combo in the chat earlier. So I wouldn't be surprised. I don't think they'll ban the Ballman or the Jawhead, but I do think we might just see a respect ban on the Angela.
Maybe.
I have to say, the one thing consistent is the heart guard pick. If you take that heart guard off that Ballman and Jawhead, you definitely have a much easier time dealing with them.
No, that is true, But maybe they pull something else out of their sleeve, It's gonna be interesting. Dealing with the 5-ban system it makes you have to think about what's really going down, We do see the teams loaded up and ready though already. So again, like the teams are moving fast. I enjoy it. It's a nice pace here.
I love it. Let's not waste no time. I need to see 10 check marks. I'm ready to get into these grand finals.
I said 10 check marks. Nah, I mean they're loading up. Probably, I'd say probably get your chips.
Is this running a best of 3 or a best of 5 or what is?
I think this is best of 3.
Okay, nice. We get to see 2 games out of these strong powerhouses.
No, exactly, and I mean both of them seem to be good. Like they're definitely showing out. So I want to see what they can possibly do.
I'm looking for a full 3. I think both these teams should be competing hard enough to definitely see a top 3. If they're playing the way we've seen them playing, this couldn't have been a better grand finals. I think this is the perfect matchup for grand finals. And I think we get a full 3.
Definitely. We'll see what they do here. Looks like the teams maybe getting some water, utilizing the bathroom, freshening up for this grand finals. That's for sure. They are definitely holding it out. We are playing on the central lobby, so look, I believe both teams should be at equivalent ping. Instead of what I've heard before, they were having a little bit of a ping problem in the past tournament, like in the custom lobbies they were trying to host. So just having the overall access to a tournament lobby is awesome. I'm glad Boca hit me up because I mean I wasn't really doing anything, and this allowed me to create some really great content for the channel. Thanks for the teams coming out, man. They're absolutely going crazy.
Everyone's competing. Was there a problem? What's going on?
I don't know.
Not like this. Don't tell me we're having the grand finals.
This grand final sweep.
They need to get back in here. Someone get Team Gato's manager on the line.
Team Gato. Get the manager on the line. What's going down? They all did kind of just leave. It's interesting. Maybe they didn't have... I I don't know.
They need some time. I hope maybe
I mean,
a couple minutes.
they technically got 10 minutes, so I mean, well, maybe they just needed to all restart their phone or something.
I'm hoping so.
They're
The
they're
Wi-Fi-
taking it seriously, you know. Who knows? They might have just, like I said, just needed to reset their phone. They want to make sure to give a good match, so they definitely decided to do that. I'm guessing that's the only 2 cents I can possibly think of here. Everybody get a fresh restart. Make sure your device is ready, not too cold, not too hot, and ready to take on this team. And it looks like they are ready. 10 minutes early, getting into the grand finals. Gotta always have that dramatic.
Your team is banning.
What's happening, Doja?
This time,
Your
the
team
choice
is
is
banning.
mine.
Doja going wild on the Twitch side.
Your team is banning.
We're about to have a macro battle from Captain Boca Roscoe, Mr. Make those macro plays, facing up against Gato, team pocket picking pirates.
Pocket picking, Jesus. Deku over here trying to meme it out.
Man, I'm ready to see a good clash. These teams have been playing well tonight. I don't want to root against my boy Gato, but I'm not Gato with Boca, but I'm loving what Gato's been bringing tonight. I love a good underdog. I love pocket picks. I love seeing teams gel well and using strange comps and making you reconsider what really should be getting slotted and what roles. It's hard. It's hard to choose, man.
I will tell you that
Your team is banning.
we are seeing a little bit of a different team from Red Side. Homing Ice is now in. So we got two BOKs and then two Gatos. So we'll definitely see what they can definitely put down here. Getting rid of the Balmont, getting rid of the Sicilian. A lot of mage bans here and a lot of respect bans.
Definitely. They're definitely getting rid of Sicilian for Boca. Feels like Boca maybe called out for that bombing ban on Tito. But don't forget, the Jawhead is
Your
still
team is
there.
banning.
Okay, we might still get to see a Jawhead out of Tito.
The ocean
Hey,
is not just
Your team is picking.
Ronan, appreciate the $5 USD to the YouTube. Said lots of love for both you and Deku. You'll cash for me one day. Much love, dude. I'm telling you, Deku's been hitting me up, man. He's been hitting me up, and he's wanted to do some casting, and I think this is a really great opportunity. He's been able to put in a lot of hours here, almost 3, so. And some insane
Definitely.
teams out here. Dim Sum
Your
does pick up
team is
that
picking.
Bia. Man.
I'm not gonna lie, if I'm teams facing up against Bloodhound right now, after seeing that Bishop get slotted by Dim Sum, I'm trying to get that off the board.
Oh,
But
100%.
as we say that, Tito on the Jawhead with the Angela. They're getting their comfort picks. Now, I know Bloodhound's been watching. They did ban comforts in that last match, so that
Oh,
makes me
my.
wonder, are they even concerned about the Jawhead and Angela, or do they have an answer after already losing to this combo? And they slot the Faramis. With the Fanny.
Truth the Reaper.
The Fanny, the Faramis, like, why do we see
F in the
an F in the chat? It's insane. This is, oh my god.
Your team is banning.
We're gonna see definitely some anti-heal built by Bloodhound here, having to deal with an Angela and having to deal with a Ruby here.
Night sky tells
Your
all.
team
They
is
gave it to
banning.
Esmeralda, and
Esmeralda.
that's a great ban. You don't want to see Esmeralda stacking shields off your heart guard, and Jawhead's little shield he creates for himself as well.
That's what I was saying earlier, you know, like the Esmeralda could definitely smell a lot of trouble for certain comps that they go with here. For their fighter, though, I wonder what we're going to see, you know, like, what do they want to throw against a Ruby here?
I don't know, but I'm definitely curious about this ban. They're gonna ban a
Your team
quad.
is banning.
I'm really not sure. I think Gato's been playing.
value
They've
in
been
me?
playing
Your team
Popol,
is
haven't they?
banned.
Yeah, they're
They should.
prioing a lot of Popol in their
Yeah.
gold lane. I feel like maybe that would have been a more worthwhile ban, but I don't know. Maybe Boca knows something we don't. It seems they have played against them already, so maybe they know about a little more about their gold laners' pool and tendencies than we do. But from what we've seen, it's definitely been Popol tonight.
No, exactly. And I mean, what I mean, you can see the pull, because they could smell a lot of trouble for the Fanny being able to lock them down, but they do decide to go for a Lunox. They're diversing their bans versus targeting one key area. So let's see how the red squad fares against this. They do go with a Kagura. Oh my, do they whip out the Chain G though?
You know what? I won't be surprised if Boca pulls out the Chain G, and I hope he does because I already know his thought process because I'm a Boca Roscoe fan. If he
Ooh.
picks it, I'm gonna spill the secret sauce.
I'm gonna
sorry,
spill the
Boca.
secret sauce. I
have-
know what
I
you're
have to know
thinking.
I have to give it up. I can't let him hold this secret. But no, honestly, Jawad Finney has been a really good pick. A lot of people don't know Jawhead is actually still very strong into Fanny, being able to chase her and track her down with that ejector and being able to toss her up.
Your team is picking.
Expect the breakdown on the matchup. I'm gonna let that know and watch Flint in response. I don't know about that pick there. That seems kind of risky, but hey, I'm not gonna doubt Gato. They will make these picks work. We've seen it all night. But on the side of Bloodhound, Boca with the Chenge, I watched his stream. I know what the game plan is. And honestly, it's not a bad one. So the whole jig is Kagger very strong on the rotations out of mid, setting up those kills with that umbrella, with those stuns, the pullback, the knockback. But Chenge, with that fast wave clear, again, keeps those mid laners honest. While Chenge's ultimate those minion waves, Kagger's gonna have to try and catch up and clear those 4 minions out of mid, while Chenge's got to step ahead of her to those lanes and kind of minimizing the threat Kagger has on those ganks because she's falling behind the rotations. I've seen Boca make this work on stream. We're gonna see if he can make it work against maybe some higher levels of competition. I'd love to see it be true because then I haven't mid against Kagger, but we're gonna see how it fares out in this match.
Exactly. I mean, I think the Fairness is going to be a pretty solid pick as a roam here. And again, the Clint pick is going to be devastating to the Fanny just because of how much burst damage Clint can output. So I think from the side of Bloodhounds, what they really need to focus on is constantly setting down this Angela, putting a lot of pressure, doing what they do best as zoning the lanes and then having those micro plays. Both teams have a solid setup. Could possibly go for the late game here, Deku.
Possibly. Fanny already putting a lot of pressure on that Clint, running out the flicker. Wow, he's gonna have to go. I don't know if he stays. He doesn't back. He thought it was gonna make a lot of gold there.
Does waste the retry onto the minion there on the side. Ooh. Let's see. They go for they don't even go for the lethal wander. Quite interesting here. I'm trying to like think what what they're thinking here. My god, that was an insane clear there. This is gonna be crazy. I'm not wearing glasses, no. Fanny. Maybe wanted to take this red buff here. Retry is up. Ooh, does get tossed.
But
Just overextending right there. Not allowing the team. I was actually surprised they attempted to go for that. Now the Fanny's behind. They are going to be putting a lot of pressure towards this blue buff. stopping this Fanny maybe. Ooh, does get pulled. A lot of damage on Jawhead. They do decide to back up instead of attempting to take the blue buff. So I think it's just gonna come down to the micro plays. And look what I'm saying here. Overall, the Bia is now eating away, etching away at this gold tower. We see a massive fight probably going to be coming down on the river in the Land of Dawn here. The Jawhead does come in and out, absolutely eradicate that Fanny. I think Fanny might be having a lot of trouble here.
That's all. Tell you, I said this. That Jawhead is a nice pick into Fanny. It's definitely worthwhile getting into it. People really don't know about some of these underrated picks, and I'm glad Gato is putting it on the map. That ejector keeps up with those bulls that knockups, cancels Fanny's ability to cancel, and the amount of burst damage. I mean, you've seen with Tito playing it earlier. The damage he gets out with that Jawhead so fast, it's almost impossible to get once you get tossed.
Yeah, but again, like, even though that they have 2 kills, I'm pretty sure they secured the turtle. They're still not that far ahead in gold, and that comes down to just the macro plays by the side of Bloodhounds. Like, they're still keeping up with the team, if not doing about more than them. So look at the easy rotation here. Probably gonna be jumping down onto this Clint. Ooh, do they dive in here? Oh no, here comes the Jawhead. Wanted to get that ultimate on the side of Bia, but it wasn't enough. We're seeing a lot of damage go down on the Faramis. It is not enough for him to get. We see the Jawhead, the red squad overall standing here. Tito, Daniel, not able to do too much, but they are going to be trying to stop the turret here. Fanny coming in hard.
And while that's happening, Chang'e getting down that mid tower gold. I don't know if you noticed, but Boca has ulted the last 2 waves back to back. Every time Kagura tries to move, Boca's getting that mid clear, keeping Kagura honest to defending it. He cleared it and got the first rotation the first time they went to gold, and then he cleared it again while they rotated to gold to get them back to mid lane to cover it, to slow down that push up there in the top lane.
Ooh, and then the gold ulter. Oh, now they're going to be getting a lot of gold onto this tower. This is what I say, like, they do very well. Oh my god, the Yin Yang overturn does connect and takes out Boca. That could have been your ace in the hole. Oh yeah, Deku lags a little bit. I'm not sure what's going on. I think it's his internet, maybe.
Not me lagging. I'm on the road.
Oh, you're on the road?
I said, am I on the robot?
Oh yeah, sometimes you'd be like, you lag out like completely sometimes. Just a tad.
I'm not a streamer yet, guys.
Just a tad, my guy. Not too bad though. Oh.
I'm a cat. I just realized this Ruby has vengeance. That's kind of a strange pickup. Normally, you know, we go with the bread and butter flicker. So I'm you know, plays.
The Jawheads go in. They're really low. You know you want it. They decide to just give pressure to be able to take that tower. So now we are seeing Red Squad doing a little bit more focus on objectives there, Deku.
Definitely. You know, I'm kidding. I guess they are. You know, watching them play really makes me interested. They don't play like they're new to this, made new to this thing. So they've been practicing who they've been playing against. But Tigato kind of make it, like I said, kind of make it a little bit of a fan with their gameplay.
Oh, definitely. Ooh.
I'm interested now.
Miss in the deep of it. Cole Ulter does come off to save himself. Can he make it out? Oh, Boca does secure the kill onto Jawhead, but Kagura does return the favor. But in the meantime, while all of that is going down, Mid turret goes down, right turret goes down. We're seeing a lot of zoning happen. Oh, the Ruby's trying to lock down Templars here, but he's just too thick.
Red team turret has been
Yeah,
destroyed.
no, back to that mid tower there. That's definitely Boca with that pressure, with that meteor shower coming out of chain game. Like I said, keeping them honest in that mid lane, but they weren't honest enough. He's gonna take that for a while. And Turtle contested, and now it looks like Bloodhound kind of flipping this game back in their favor, taking the gold lead, taking the tower advantage here.
Exactly. I mean, again, they're doing really well. They've already taken all of the first tiers, and they've only lost one first tier of themselves. So we might see a little bit of scaling coming here, but the other team does have the potential. Still only a 2k, about a 3k gold lead, a little bit less than that. So we'll see if... Oh, we're seeing a lot of plays coming down here. The fall of the star. Oh, the coal altar does come off as well. Are they thick enough to survive, though? We do see... Homie Nice coming in. Does get taken off here. Jawhead is in the thick of it here. Is taking a lot of damage. Templars does take him down, as well as Bia able to secure the kill on Clint.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, maybe if it's the experience. I don't know if it's the macro god Boca himself in the DC getting those calls in, but it seems like Bloodhound is just turned on a switch.
Holy crap. Fanny just absolutely coming in there. Did not care about the tower. Taking out both Angela and Kagura there.
Yeah, they're definitely locked in right now, making all the right plays, all the right rotations, all the right objective takes.
Red team turret has
This
been destroyed.
is the Bloodhound we've been watching tonight. Unfortunately, this isn't the Gato team I've been knowing and loving tonight, and it breaks my heart, but I'm hoping they can maybe stay in this game, maybe scale up a little bit and try to keep it competitive, keep it close, and maybe fight back against Bloodhound. Right now, they're going to have to be a little bit more on the defensive. They still have a chance. The goal lead isn't too bad. It's still comeback time for them.
No, and I think it definitely comes down to that just, you know, Bloodhound knew the combo that they were trying to come out with this Jawhead and Angela combo, and they kind of already, you know, they had in their mindset of a way to counter it, and as we can see, like, the early game was a little rough, but they're definitely now controlling it. So let's see what they can do. Homing Ice, and they're trying to go in. The Jawhead does come in onto the Fanny, but it is not enough. They bait out a lot of abilities right there. Now having the Lord coming down mid, Templars holding the right lane. They're probably gonna go for this right lane push first, maybe. I'm not sure. Boca does use, oh my god, Bia absolutely going nuts. The whole team is inside of their base. The base is not even cracked right now, and they are putting in so much pressure. Homing Ice trying to stay alive, but it's not enough. They wipe them out, and they're going to take the base. Boca dives into the spawn.
Boca gods!
My god. And look, I mean, Boca got a chocolate bar, but was able to Stool. I mean, I think Boca was there just to be support, to be honest. But Stool made some really, really clutch plays.
He got a lot of the tower damage in, though. He definitely soloed that mid tower down. He pushed in that bot in him while they actually sieged in that fight underneath that cult altar. So he definitely, like I said, it was always a pick to really keep them honest on those towers. And I mean, he took advantage of every single open one.
Nope, this is the first time that we're able to swap which team gets first pick. So we'll see. Maybe the Angela, you know, the Angela doesn't get to pick.
I would like to see maybe Gato, maybe flex something out there, you know, something else besides the Angela and their standard fighter combo. I'm interested to see if they have anything else up their sleeves. I hope we haven't seen them peak already.
I can manually change which team has first pick, so there's no, you guys didn't have to like actually swap sides. All right, the other team does have first pick now, so let's get it going. Round 2 of the semifinals. Bloodhound won
Your
first
team
game.
is banned.
Let's see if now they can take a second dub and sweep this grand finals, chat. What do you think's gonna be played here now, Deku?
I didn't cure the pain.
Man,
Your
I don't
team
know.
is
I don't
banning.
think maybe. I mean, I would assume Gato maybe doesn't go for their standard little lineup there they've been having with that Rome Angela and that Ballman Jawhead jungle. It seems like Bloodhound is no longer fearing of that combo, as we can see. They definitely know how to play around it now. So hopefully that maybe forces Gato into something else. I'd assume a team running those kind of
This
picks
time,
have a little more up their
your
sleeve. I'm
team
hoping they
is
pull
banning.
something else out. Maybe their XP pick. I didn't really care for the Ruby and XP with the Vengeance spell. I don't feel like it really brought anything to the team there. Hopefully they switch that up maybe a little bit there. Maybe fall in something a little more in line with the usual picks and XP. The side of Bloodhound though, I think whatever they're doing right now is working. Maybe
Your
hopefully
team is
Paramus
banned.
falls back through the
It
cracks.
is who we are.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll kind of see here. I mean, the Xavier ban, going back to the classic here, for the Bloodhounds. They're just kind of getting that Xavier out of the way, immediately getting the Atlas out and the Valentina. We still see Julian open, so might be the next ban that we see.
My blood boils.
Potentially, yeah. They're still gonna go ahead and get rid of that bomb, and they don't want to see Tito on that bomb. But I guess they are comfortable with him running that Jawhead. Like I said, hopefully maybe they switch that up. I'm curious to see what maybe they ban out. They ban out
What's
the
your command? Your
Fanny.
team is banning.
Not a bad ban. The Fanny did give him a little bit of a trouble there in that last match. But
Well-
this does mean Sicilian can be on the board to fall into Boca's hand if they don't maybe pick that up for a deny. And I doubt they will for their first
I
pick.
am more
Your
than
team
a
is
I
weapon.
could be wrong. We're gonna see here if they don't lock it. I'm thinking maybe Boca pulls that out again.
They do ban the Julian, so I mean maybe they go the same route here. I don't know. I mean this first pick is gonna set the field. They're not able to pick the Jawhead and the Angela right out of the open. They
Your
do
team
decide to
is
secure that Clint though. So maybe they're trying to force them into the Jawhead. I'm actually surprised they went with a Clint besides a Bia. Bia was
Yeah,
definitely
but-
controlling the game.
I mean, B is there, Win's there,
Aramis is there.
Yeah, I mean, I like Gato, but man, they let some crowd picks fall.
Your
If Boca
team is
does
picking.
swap that Sicilian again, it falls into his lap, and he gladly accepts the gift from Gato.
Hunt begins.
Are we seeing the same
Not the-
lineup?
No way. I mean, I hope not. We've seen how that worked, and now we got comfort picks on the side of BH.
Yeah, I mean, of course, the Sicilian is a comfort pick, and the Beatrix is a comfort pick. So, I mean,
Again, with that Beatrix, I feel like at some point
Your
these teams
team
have
is
got to
picking.
ban it. Dimsum's been running with that Beatrix all night, has been performing well on it every single time.
they are changing up the tide now this time around. So they are going with the Lolita pick versus the Angela pick. So interesting here. I don't know if they're gonna go for Fanny again, but I mean they definitely could. For Aramis, okay.
Your team is banning.
I don't know, man. On the side of
trick the reaper.
Gato right now, they still have no prio pick, no common prio pick on their side. While, BH has picked up Beatrix already. They picked up Aramis. And while Sicilian isn't exactly a prio pick in terms of competitive scene, it is a prio pick in terms of Boca's pool. It's probably the most comfortable pick of his in that mid lane. And on the side of Gato, they have no pick right now that is a
team is
prio.
banning.
Clint, Ruby, Lolita, all, decent picks in their roles, respectable picks, but nothing anyone aims for in these
Your team is
tournament
banning.
scenes.
No, exactly. And the funny thing is that neither team wanted to pick their jungle just quite yet. You know, they've just been kind of trying to counterban and get some prio picks out of there. But I mean, Bloodhound's looking really well oiled, and you know, I mean, they're banning out mages right now.
To go to the
Ooh,
Aradis.
Lilia is a good ban, to be honest. That was actually who I was suspecting blue side to pick.
And I guess maybe Boca's 2 steps ahead of you, and maybe 3 or 4 ahead of them. Who knows? I do know, though, one thing I would love to see. I doubt we'll get to see it from Bloodhound, but I don't know. Again, I don't know how much you paid attention to the MPL
Your
match.
team is
But
picking.
Faramis is obviously secure and picked up, and
Your team is picking.
Estes has been a super big pairing with him, especially from Team Blacklist. I don't know if you've gotten to see any matches with Faramis Estes combo, but this is a dirty, grimy combo straight from the mind of Bonchan. I'd love to see it over here in NA. I'd love to see someone replicate that. They have all the pieces except the Estes. That's all they're missing.
No, that is very true. That is for sure. They do go Akai though. Akai jungle, quite interesting. I mean, that's gonna pretty much stop the Numeon blast and interrupt that. Ooh, but
There are also
they decide to go with a Luigi Hanzo. Yo,
Your team
what?
is picking.
What is going on here?
Gato digging deep in their bag of tricks. Hello.
You know, I don't want to say it, but I've heard that Hanzos are, I mean, we'll see. I mean, it comes down to it. I mean, they've definitely played some weird stuff, you know, like an Angela Jawhead. Now we're looking at a Hanzo being played.
If there's a team tonight, I'd expect to be able to pull off such a legendary pick, such as Hanzo. It's definitely the Gato on this blue side. If anyone can make it work, it's them. And if they can't, nobody can. So you can basically say this is a test of real will and grit to their pretty off meta-ish picks that they've come to showcase here tonight.
No, exactly. So we'll definitely see if they can get her done.
I would be lying though if I said I'm not in favor of Bloodhound, you know, going away with this win. I mean, they are absolutely loaded with picks. You got the Esme, the Akai, the Comfy Sicilian pick for Boca, for Ramis, the Prio and Comfort pick again for Dimsum on this Beatrix. I mean, they're not short anywhere in the fire department.
they're definitely going to be putting out all the fires, that's for sure. not allowing the other team to steamroll them, that's for sure. So we'll see how it goes here. I think it's going to be a battle of the Titans in the mid lane. Low Yi possibly, I'm not sure what's going on here. I mean, I think maybe testing out the recall of the collector skin. We're already seeing a fair miss giving out pressure with this Hanzo, and I want to know what they plan to do with this Hanzo and what they can do with it, you know. Oh
I
man,
have no idea.
the aggression is already crazy. Ooh. Let's force out. Oh, Low Yi. Oh, ooh, ah, jeez, Clint coming in. Oh,
A little bit of trouble with Kai did to that small creep, but Hanzo responded to pick up his red hook and secured that litho. On top of them killing the Akai and Faramis there. So Hanzo definitely came back in the lead there. Crazy to admit it, but Hanzo is leading against this Akai right now.
What is gonna go down here? Do we see? I'm actually surprised. The Bia did make a mistake there of using the flicker before the dash of was going off. So interesting. We see a lot of slow happening right now. Vengeance does pop off. Hanzo in the front line trying to take down a little bit of damage on Tempest, but we see the heavy spin come off and connect. They didn't know who they wanted to hit. But is it enough? We might see a kill by Hanzo here. Who do you want? Do you want the Bia? Do you want the... Ooh. I'm actually surprised they didn't.
Not able to clean up any of those.
Yeah, I was actually surprised they didn't go for the Kai there. I mean, of course it's the tank, but he was definitely the lowest and could have probably definitely shut him down. So, ooh, we are seeing a turtle being dragged super far back into the Crescent Moon here. We see a lot of presence here. Hanzo's ultimate does go off, but there is not a lot. He is coming in. Oh my, I thought he was going to be right into the thick of it there. Super low HP, Deku.
Definitely here. Here. Okay, Hanzo gives it up for free there.
Yeah.
I thought at first he was gonna contest in his base form there. As I said, it's kind of risky, but you know, leave it to them. You know what I just realized?
What's that?
This Tito is actually in the gold lane right now. Tito's the one that's been running the Ballman and the Jawhead jungle, but he's actually in gold lane on this Clint. I just realized they had a swap here on these roles.
I mean, he is doing pretty good against the Bia too now, able to stop him. Bia's 0-1-0, so maybe the roster change up is what they really needed here. The Hanzo is just an interesting pick, you know. Tito just 2-0 right now as that Clint. Like I said, I felt like the Clint was a huge play here, and to be honest, even the Lee Yu, the Lo Yi might actually be a pretty good pick here too because of the Fair Mist. Everybody's going to be trying to group up and it's just going to allow her to excel. Oh my god. Almost able to hit that flicker shotgun, but does miss it. Now out of a lot of kit here. Ooh, Clint putting in some damage. Oh my god. The Numion blast. The collapse on the gold lane here. The Kai coming in, the Lolita. Man, Deku, what are your thoughts here, dude?
I mean, I'm getting a little concerned here. Hanzo's not really getting any plays here on the map. I mean, the gold lane now is tied up and even out, even with them being up 4-0. I think they're kind of running out of macro ideas here. I don't think they know exactly where they want to be, what they want to commit to, what they want to go for. And it's starting to show in the gold. You can't be moving around with much. As I say that, though, down here in this gold lane, they go ahead and collapse.
Oh my god! Talk about a collapse. Ooh, remind me, a blast does come off, but Templess is just too thick.
Too tough. And in that meantime,
what in the world? I'm telling you about it.
The first little damage down to that tower might be able to go ahead and take that all out. Definitely is.
Blue team turret has been destroyed.
Ooh, Hanzo having a lot of trouble here. Not able to really do too much.
Away from the side of BH. And this is like kind of what I was trying to get at here, is that you don't want to spend too much time as a team against a team like BH, not exactly being proactive on the map. As I say that, Heavy's been coming out behind the tower and Kai pushing out the Hanzo. The Numian Blast return. All three drop off for him. Clint's trying to burst out. All of them are done right now. Because of that close to altar, they will get taking any damage to their actual original HP bars there. But wow, what a play from that Akai there.
Yeah, but as we're seeing, Bloodhound's just not giving them any room to breathe. Oh my god, the snipe goes wide, but still hits Clint in the back line. Again, all of the towers are just being eaten away, while the blue side's not able to do too much, to be honest here, Deku.
Not at all. And like I said, they had their moments to kind of, open up the map a little bit, make their plays, but it seemed like they went a little stagnant, like they weren't really sure what to do. The little bit of separation they had made, but BH, a team like that led by Mocha, not afraid to go ahead and show you what you should do on this map and where to rotate and where your play should be.
Oh my god, there's so many people low. The Hanzo decides not to even attempt to take any of those kills of everybody being so low. And I feel like that's where Hanzo should be excelling, is kind of cleaning up the map with his ultimate. But again, Templest is just so hard on the side lane. Don't even think I've seen him into too many team fights here. Clint taking up the red buff here. Red team does take the turtle here, Deku.
They do, and now, like I said, it's just there's no trade outs anywhere on the map from the side. On the side of Gato, it's just slowly get turned into the Bloodhound show.
Oh my
A
god.
little bit of gauge here.
Yeah.
Nothing to come of it though. But yeah, like I'm saying though, the Gato really they're not getting any trades out here. I mean, Boca and Bloodhound are just slowly chipping away at this map, slowly getting those turrets down. As I say that, Beatrix takes the turret up in top lane. And you can see they're setting up in this bot lane, kind of an enemy door thing with the Swift push, giving plenty of vision. They're just setting up for all the towers, all the neutrals, and I don't know, Gato's just not finding anywhere to really respond on the map here.
No, exactly. And I mean, again, their Bloodhound is just not giving them any room to breathe. Like, oh my god, Templest is getting shredded right now. Lo Yi does take out Sicilian. The Clint is now engaging. What did he pick up to be doing some damage there? Just insane amounts of damage. Ooh, do we see the Hanzo finally make a play? But no, does go down really fast. Templest always off on the side, zoning the lanes. I feel like Templest is like the sweeper, you know, kind of just always showing presence in other areas and always focusing on objective.
But that's the beauty of a pick like Esme. She can afford to be out there on the map by herself, afford to sit clearing those waves. All that time being wasted in that lane for the enemies to have to go respawn. And what's really paying off is, again, this Ruby picking XP inside of, I don't know what it is about this pick they like about it, but especially into a pick like Esme, it takes too long for Ruby to clear those waves. And with the amount of pressure, like you said, just putting into these waves, Ruby having almost zero impact on the map with this team when it's time to clash.
No, exactly.
There's so much time trying to clear.
And the Hanzo, you can just tell, is not doing too well. Again, I mean, we're looking at a 23 to 29k gold, you know, so it's gonna be interesting. I feel like they might break into the base like they did last time with this Lord here. Yo,
I have this spot as well.
They teleported the Hanzo right into a heavy spin. Yo, Lo Yi is now trolling maybe. Ooh, Ruby wants to possibly hold this turret, but I don't think it's gonna happen. There's way too much pressure going down here. Numion Blast trying to connect. It does connect, but Homie Nice does go down here. No one falls on the side of Bloodhound, but Bloodhound does take a pick while everything is barreling down onto them. The Lord now connecting on a tower. Lo Yi's the only thing there to possibly contest the Lord, but can't here. Hanzo, oh my god, the heavy spin connects. Ah.
High ball support in him. I think they can go ahead and afford that from the side of Bloodhound.
Yeah, and I mean they do crack into the base, like I said. Oh, the Cold Altar comes out, but it's not enough. Boca does go down. Oh my god, that sniper hurts.
Trick. Either on your team or on the ace. It's only fun one way.
Oh, they've been going absolutely crazy. I just don't know if Hanzo was a really good play here. It's 0, 1, and 3, you know? Clint's like carrying the team right now. Just the overall damage by Clint is insane. I mean, we're looking at him. Looks like it might be going for Demon Hunter now, or even Malficious Roar. If he does pick that up, he is going to be absolutely slapping. He's already doing so much damage, so we'll see what they can do. We are seeing that they are able to survive a team fight just slightly if it comes down to it here. Ooh. My god, the damage from the Bia. Oh, Daniel getting tagged by the sniper there. Are you alive there, Deku? I think Deku lagged out, Chad. He's smashing his Sonic that arrived. Again, we are seeing an uncontested Lord here. I feel like this is probably going to be ending it right now with this Lord push. Every single ultimate is ready from the side of Bloodhound. Oh my god. The heavy spin is coming off. Ooh, diving into the back line, taking out the Lolita. Ruby goes down. Oh my god, Clint almost bites the dust. Putting in a lot of pressure here. Tempest taking also equal amount of damage here. The Lord is barreling down though. They do secure a double kill here. I think this smells the end for them. GG! Bloodhound takes the dub!
Victory!
Yo. Absolutely crazy.
But
GG's, Deku lagged out there. GG's from both teams, absolutely killing it. I got like the hiccups. Not enough water, too much talking. But all right, GG's to the teams that competed. You absolutely killed it. It's been almost like 3.5 hours, so GG's. Congrats to Bloodhounds, Boca Roscoe. Much love to everybody that tuned in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the tournament that we just hosted, I guess technically, the tournament lobby for. But all right, chat, GG's. Flex out, and I'll see you guys later.